This is exciting, isn't it?
Yes, Dan, it is exciting.
McAfee's the only one who picked Indiana. Saban, Marcus Freeman, he looks good in a suit.
Desmond Howard.
They all picked Miami.
They're all jealous. Desmond Howard has been program of the Big Ten.
Carson Beck has won 9 straight against AP top 10 ranked teams.
I mean, Nick Saban has been on this Miami team for a while. He said back in November, you let this team in the tournament and they're going to go far. So I trust Nick.
I want to teach Damashek something here before we get started. Our resident Indiana grad who yammers too much. I want you to listen to this clip here from Dan Soder that we've been playing. The Dolphins have a new coach. We'll talk about that in a second. But Dan Soder is talking. I don't want you to listen to Dan Soder. I want you to listen to only Mark Normand here. This is the role I want you to play on today's Watchalong, Damashek. I want you to just listen to Normand here, not Dan Soder, the lifelong friend of Mike McDaniel.
But he'll get a gig, right? Somewhere else?
Absolutely. In fact, I think he's better off because I think, and listen to me right now, I think it's a shit organization. I think it's ran by an old that stabbed Mike in the back after he told him he was going to be all right for another season, and the Dolphins. And honestly, Miami as a comedy town. When having a friend that's an NFL coach, you listen more when people talk about your friend. And Troy Aikman shits on McDaniel in a way that I'm like, he doesn't like Mike.
Whoa.
And me and my friend Chad, who grew up with Mike, were like, Chad was the first one who was like, I bet Aikman had something to do with it. And then I was just like, Troy Aikman, looking like white Jay-Z, quarterback that was falling off. Tua stinks. But listen, I think McDaniel got fired because he tied himself to Tua and they lost. That's a sign of my friend being loyal. So, like, as a friend, I go, yeah, he's stuck with him. And I hope the next team he goes to, the quarterback goes, well, this guy's stuck with him, so I believe in him.
Yeah.
So I'll play for. I just hope McDaniel goes and wins 10 Lombardi trophies and then shoves them up the owner of the Dolphins' asshole one at a time. And I hope the Dolphins never win another game.
Woo!
You're stupid. Your old logo's better. Your new logo looks like a penis jumping through a Nuva ring.
Hey.
Your fans don't know ball. A couple of them at the stadium, it was like crazy watching them not know when to cheer on third down.
Jesus Christ.
That whole organization.
You got it?
Whoa.
And me and my friend.
Hey.
We're going to be here a long time tonight, so we got in our best yammer to come and help us. Can you tell me, Chris Cody, what that crowd is looking like? Because I saw a fear sweep over you at the amount of red that was in that stadium, a game that looks like, is this going to be officially delayed because the president is in town and the drive into the stadium is taking everybody 17 hours?
Everything I'm seeing so far looks like we're on pace for a start here on time. But the crowd, I've seen it in Miami, a lot of red today. So it made me a little nervous. I know I got videos like UM fans were talking crap like, yeah, we're already at the stadium. Like UM fans are showing pictures at noon today because it's a lot of red in this town right now.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime event, literally, for the Indiana side of things. Dan, where are you right now emotionally, spiritually? You've been out in the desert for 18 years. It's a different experience of being part of a dynasty, rooting for a dynasty, but then it basically ends and you become irrelevant. Now your chance is to get back. How are you doing?
What just happened to you there? And this is why I want you to play there. That's the sweet spot, okay? Talking too much is not great. Just making sounds is the right way to go. We've got Juju is going to be handling social here. Tony and Lewis are live at Dead Flamingo. We're going to be going to them in a second. And I'm told that Lucy is live at the stadium and going to be joining us live from the stadium. That seems illegal. She's gotten into all sorts of trouble because we fired off some drones at a game in restricted airspace. We were trying to get a plane. We got banners and everything. We were trying to get a plane up, but because of the restricted airspace around Trump, we couldn't get the plane up. And the Miami company is still trying to charge us the exorbitant fees because they're like, we made the banner. I'm
Welcome
like,
to Miami,
we're not paying for it unless it gets up in the air. It's not. We could have made the banner ourselves, but let's check in right now, totally live with Lucy. Let's start there before we go to Tony or before we go to Juju.
Hey Hey Dan, it's me, Lucy. We're here live at Hard Rock Stadium for the big game, and you guys have already seen what's happened. That was crazy.
Okay, that's not live in any way. That's not allowed.
It was crazy when Nick Saban put that hat on, though.
That's what she means. We'll check back with her.
Also, I've got a source, by the way, saying stadium is about 98% full, 65-35 Indiana fans.
Oh, that's too bad.
All right, so we will see what happens with that over the course of the game.
And my dad, I'm also, because we're doing our reporting here, my dad just texted me 2/3 Indiana minimum.
Mike was talking a lot of shit, man.
Mike was talking a lot of shit. That's a bit of a surprise. Before we go out to Dead Flamingo, though, and before we go out to Juju, I've got to congratulate our friend Mero here. He's got to join us early in the show because he's starting a new gig that is just perfect for him. He didn't tell me anything about this. He is starting morning radio tomorrow. Is it tomorrow that you're starting morning radio in New York or Monday?
Tomorrow is my second week. I started last week, Tuesday. You know what I mean? So I got my feet wet. And now we're going into week 2, and much like the Giants, I'm going to absolutely crush in week 2. Wait, did they win in week 2?
Are you sure that you're okay and built for morning radio? Because morning radio will absolutely ravage a human being. It's going to age you 10 years for every year.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. But I'm like, bro, I've been smoking cigarettes with my nose since I was like 10 years old. So, like, if that's not going to age me, I don't know what's going to age me. Also, my circadian rhythm is not a human circadian rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nocturnal creature. So I just, like, carry over. You know what I mean? I could go a whole week without sleeping and then just sleep for like a bear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go into hibernation for like a week and then pop back out. But no, I'm good. I'm good.
I originally thought that we put Tony and Lewis in the picture-in-picture because they were saluting you as a incredibly Hispanic New York morning radio host, but they're just standing for the anthem. The anthem is playing at the stadium.
They should be.
I don't think that they're saluting you. Tony, you want to give us some scene out there? Is it disrespectful to give us scene while you're out there? You told me a second ago before we came on air that you're hot and you're ready to run through a wall. You couldn't possibly be more fired up.
Dan, there is nothing more fired up right now than the national anthem about to be played. Dead Flamingo is absolutely slam-packed. I'm ready to run through an effing wall. I'm pissed right now. I'm pissed because I'm ready to go. They're going to try to take this from us, Dan. I don't like that. Okay, I'm ready to go. I got Lewis here with me. Dead Flamingo is absolutely packed, and we got the color guard out. Space Force is out here. We're ready to rock and roll, Dano. I'm fired up. Mero, by the way.
All the U fans are.
Papi.
They're not at the stadium.
Yeah, they already took the stadium from us, apparently. That's not a good development there. I don't like to hear that. Mike Ryan has filed a report, though, from the stadium. He just texted me, and the report is, we look big. We look big is what he has said, which is going to be obviously key in this game. Mero, are you going to be watching this, or are you going to fall asleep at 9 p.m. because you got to get up early? You're saying you're a nocturnal creature, but I think your life's about to change.
Doug, I am. Yo, I met a man, an Italian man, with a Kangol and a cigarette to put money into his hand on the results of this game. You understand what I'm saying? So I will be up watching it.
Which way did you bet? Which way did you go with this? Oh,
I'm with you guys, man.
Okay,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Are you with you, or are you with you plus 7.5?
I'm with the Canes and the points.
All right, you
raise the Canes.
All right, yeah, you didn't take it on the money line. Have you learned anything here in the first week of doing morning radio? And how did all of this come together? We'll get to the Dolphin stuff and the Cane stuff in a second, but how did this come together? Because I'm happy for you that this is an incredible thing that you have found to put your signature on.
Yo, it's been a lot of fun. You know, as a kid that grew up listening to Hot 97, New York, hip hop radio, in the back of cars, hitting the za, freestyling over music that's already being played on the radio, recording. This is how washed and old I am, Dan. I was recording songs off the radio onto a cassette tape. So going from that to being the guy that you call in the morning is crazy. It's like, it's like Sábado de Gigante. You know what I'm saying? For my parents.
Yeah, I don't think people well, maybe they do, but I don't think people understand how this fits for you. Like, I just can't imagine something better for you. I'd make the hours different, but in order to reach all of New York, wake up New York in the morning, have the right energy in the morning for fun, for happy, especially during this time when everybody is just kind of crazy. Like, it's just, it made me genuinely happy when I saw it come together for you.
Hey, thank you, man. And that's the thing. That's my thing. I'm like, listen, I hate mornings. I'm not a morning person. So that's my whole thing. It's like, listen, I need to make everybody else a morning person because I'm not one. So I need New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut. I need everybody's help, the tri-state area, metropolitan area, to make me into a morning person. You know, the first week, I was running off pure adrenaline. Week 2, we're going to get in there and make it happen. But I need everybody's support. So rock with your boy, please. We're here.
Juju is a source of support for us and for many. He's going to be here throughout the show interacting with the audience. Let's bring in Juju real quick. And Juju, what is it that you're going to be doing? You're going to be giving stuff away throughout the course of these 3 hours, right?
Yes, sir, man. I'm showing love to the crowd, the YouTube audience, man. Zathemus, I see you. Jason Ambrose, what's happening? Who that? Johnny, what's happening? Johnny Evil 305. Come on, man. Let's get this thing done. But yeah, man. Also, side note before we get to that. Come on, man. Mero, bro. I mean, I know they know. But we know, bro, what this mean, bro. Hot 97, come on, bro. There's billions of people listening to that every day. And they put my dog in charge, man. Come on, man. The biggest salute, big dog.
Come on, Juju. Double salute, Juju. Listen, man. Listen, like you say, I know you know. I know that I got a voice note on my phone from Nas telling me, yo, we're counting on you. The city's counting on you. Hip-hop is counting on you. So I was like, wow. I was like, hold on. Yo, I got marching orders from Nas, yo. I can't, like, listen, like J. Cole said, I can't let Nas down.
Admittedly, an unusual start to a Indiana watch party before
New York radio,
the biggest game that Miami has had in 20 years. But regardless, we wanted to salute our friend here because we are genuinely happy for him. Stay there for a second.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to the Miami Hurricanes, the Miami Dolphins have a new coach, Jeff Hafley, because when you can get the running back coach for Worcester Polytech Institute, which is where he began his career, you got to go do that. I would have preferred if they were getting a defensive coach. You know, Chris Shula was available. If you were going to go defensive coach, that would have been more exciting to me. But they
win the news cycle, that's for sure, in South Beach, right?
You'd win the news cycle. You'd win the press conference. Instead, they just went with the Green Bay connection and somebody who's top 10 defense last year. Now they've got the Green Bay GM and they've got they got the coach from Green Bay as well. You excited about that? As the host of Football America, Damashek, is there a way for us to assess 46-year-old Jeff Hafley?
Well, as much as we can do that in this mix of coordinators who are being interviewed by all the the teams who have an availability, there was a lot of heat on this guy. I feel it's a little uninspired. I think the most important aspect of him, aside from the Green Bay connection, is the fact that he is the exact opposite of the guy who you just kicked to the curb.
Well, just
right?
the exact opposite because he's on defense. You also have to get the guy that has blown 2 giant leads to Chicago in improbable fashion with his defense.
They were just up
21-3
in a playoff game and blew it. And then the Dolphins went, that's our guy.
I feel like you're being sarcastic, though, about that you got to get that then.
I mean,
because that wasn't a good thing that you just said.
Right.
So.
The two losses that Green Bay had to Chicago are among the most improbable losses in Packers history, most improbable wins in Bears history. You would think that would be something that would scar a guy's reputation as the most recent things that we've seen from his defense.
Oh, what examples are there of cronyism not working out? Come on, this is a great thing. Congratulations.
This is the 8th straight coach the Dolphins have hired who doesn't have any head coaching experience.
How do y'all feel about that? Giants got John Harbaugh.
You know what they say, 8th time's the charm.
How are we going to get these times linked up so that this is always a complaint with these live streams that people's televisions are on different times? We've got a bunch of players running on the field now, and it does look like an awful lot of red in that stadium.
When the game starts, we will say what time our TVs are at so that if anyone's watching along with us, they can line up their TVs.
Mero, who's the capital of the world on? The Hoosiers, the Hoosier State, the Farmers, or all the guys from sunny Florida?
I think, listen, the crib is bet on Miami because Miami has not done this since 2001. You know what I mean? They have a very effective pass rush. Diego Mendoza likes to cry. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for you. You know what I mean? I am a degenerate. I'm picking based off of guys' names and highlights that I've seen. And that linebacker core, man, that pass rush that y'all got over there in Miami is looking real scary. I know Indiana got a lot of big, corn-fed white boys up front on that O-line. You know what I'm saying? But listen, good defense beats good offense, I think. I don't know if that's a real thing that's been said ever before, but I'm saying it now.
We're going to let you go on that note, Mero. It's nice seeing you, and congratulations again. You got to get your sleep in. Hurry up and sleep. Your life's about to change in a way that you
I'm gonna lay down right here, right now.
All right. See you later, buddy.
Peace and love.
All right, it looks like we're about to get a coin toss. Looks like no delay here. This excites me. That's a good start for the night for us.
Michael Irvin is the honorary captain. He is
mascot? Oh no, captain.
He's Adewale Ogunleye, a Nigerian prince, is making his way onto the field for Indiana as a former Dolphin. Ricky Williams is with us, the Heisman Trophy winner. Did you play with Adewale Ogunleye? That's about the same time as you, isn't it?
I sure did. Yep, I sure did.
Do you get excited about college football national championship game at this point in your life, or are you only doing this for me and for us tonight? You have no interest in this game, and you'd be into computer coding and doing astrology right now if I wasn't calling and bothering you.
I got 2 computers. I'm still going to be coding and doing astrology stuff while I'm watching this game. But I mean, I'm kidding, sort of. You know, if Texas was playing, I think I would be more excited. But because I'm a Heisman Trophy winner and there's this current season's Heisman Trophy winner playing in the game, and I got a chance to meet him, spend some time with him, that I'm excited. And also I noticed that they're playing in stadium that I played in, and I want to see Jason Taylor on the sideline. So I can always find reasons to get into a game.
What were the interactions like with Fernando Mendoza when you met him?
Well, I hadn't really seen his interviews, but my kids told me he was annoying. My told me he was annoying, so I didn't understand what they were talking about. And then I watched the ceremony on television, and I didn't agree, but I understood what they were talking about. My personal experience of meeting him, it felt good. It felt like he knew who I was. He did a little bit of research. You know, we had a real conversation. He asked me for advice. He's a smart kid. I want to give all the glory to God. Yeah. Well, I mean, not to put him out there, but we were in the back walking to the dais for like the Heisman brunch, and he was talking to Tim Tebow. I was talking to someone else, and I overheard him talking, and he was asking about girls. I tried to be a really dedicated football player, and I think I was. But I couldn't be so dedicated that I put girls to the side. And for him, he's that kind of guy who's so dedicated that he really put girls to the side to focus on football. And he was asking advice on, eventually I'm going to have to get into girls. So you guys got any advice for me?
Did you have any? What kind of advice did you give him?
Eventually.
I wasn't in a place to give him advice. So I said, keep focusing on football.
You should talk to one sometime. Hey, Ricky, have you noticed that the trophy for the national championship looks exactly like a joint, and is that a coincidence?
I haven't noticed that, and I'm pretty sure it's a coincidence. Yeah.
Oh, guys, we're about to have kickoff. Let me remind the people, this first quarter in the Cheap Seats live stream is brought to you by Miller Lite. Legendary moments start with a light.
Oh, the ball's in the air.
Yeah, that's the kickoff.
Let's go, Dan. Dan, it's
football!
This is what we're here for,
Oh,
Dan.
big run.
This is it, Dan. Get focused. This is your team. This is your night, Dan Le Batard.
It's your time.
Let's go.
Let's get this synced up with everybody. We're at 14:55 here, and make sure that everybody else is synced up with us. And let's do that throughout the show, because that's a complaint we perpetually get about the things that we're doing.
As
around
soon as we
here.
get this first play, I will say as the time is moving so that you can lock in with us.
Ricky, you enjoyed college football more than pro football. Fair to say?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's not even close. Not even close. I would go as far as to say college football was heaven, pro football was hell.
We're going to start here.
All right, we got 1st and 10 for the Miami Hurricanes.
I
and
wonder
the
if it'll
clock-
be a run right up the middle. First play of the game.
A-gap, it is gone. So we are at 14:53, 52, 51, 50, 14:49. All right, good start. Good start.
Wow.
Speaking of 1440, I got some trivia for the audience. The first trivia question of the night. And I'm going to give the 4th correct answer in the chat. A free gift from LeBatardAF.com. DM us your address, your mailing address. First question. What is Chris Cody's daughter's name?
Oh, you have to get the spelling right.
That's a tough one.
You have to get the spelling right.
I'm not sure how many people around here could get that. We could get Damashek on that. He has no idea.
Well, not the spelling.
Oh, there's a short pass to Malaki.
Malaki.
Oh, you have a button. Nice.
I'm not going to lie. I was nervous all day thinking that this might not work out well for us until Nick Saban picked Miami. Yeah. It's the first time all day where I'm like, we have this.
You yelped audibly when he did that. Ricky speaks very highly of Nick Saban. Have you ever had a better coach than Nick Saban, Rick?
Nope, not even close. Not even close.
What was the relationship?
I liked him because he kept it real. Sometimes you didn't want to hear what he had to say, but you always knew what he said was as true as he could bring it. And I appreciated that because we always knew our place. And I think he really does know how to win. And if you can accept his truth and buy in, there's a good chance you're going to win a lot of games.
He also caught you at a time, right, where you were appreciative that he started with a blank slate. He was judgment-free when it came to you, right?
It was even more so because the first time we spoke is I was up here in Grass Valley suspended, and he reached out and said, "We want you back on the team." And for me, that made it a whole lot easier to know that somebody wanted me after all the trouble I caused.
Beck got those happy feet, even though there was nobody around him. He got those happy feet. He had plenty of time in that pocket.
The winner of the first question is our brother Warren Corpus from YouTube. I see you, brother.
Yes.
Next question coming soon.
Let us know what some of the prizes are here too, Juju, as opposed to keeping it a mystery, so people can get excited about what they're winning here. 3rd and 8. This is the first big play. Look, I feel Damashek next to me. He's nervous. Damashek is scared.
Clock's at 13
First
flat.
inflection point of the game goes to the Hoosiers.
All right, they're punting.
Hey, Ricky, have you considered at all where Texas, would there have been a place for them had there been a 12-team tournament during your days? Was there a season when you were ruling college football individually?
No, not me. My freshman season, we were 10-1-1. And my guess is 12 teams, we would have got in. My senior season was interesting because we got really hot towards the end of the year, but we lost to Texas Tech towards the end, so we would have been one of those teams that could have almost got in but didn't.
All right, pinned them deep.
Ooh, the field position game.
Fair catch at the 5-yard line. That is a no-no.
I don't think the game's over or anything like that, but I assume that the U understands, or we understand, that a drive here out of IU is going to be dispiriting.
That's right.
Given what the Hoosiers have done to everybody this postseason, you want to get them on a quick series.
If Indiana scores first, the game's over because the
I don't know about that,
last 9 college football playoff games, all but the first one of this specific college football playoff, the last 9 teams to score first won the game. 9 in a row. And if it's a 97-yard drive down Miami's throat on the first drive of the game,
I also think, I as dispiriting as it might be to the U were that to happen, I also think if Indiana proves to itself, the guys in the huddle say, see, there is no stopping this train, and their confidence can bring. I really think this would be significant if they can make a little hay here right out of the gate.
Yeah. My question is, why did Miami stop running the ball? I think in a game like this, you got to come out and they on the first play got 9 yards on a tough run. I think Miami's biggest chance for me is to establish the run, and I think they started throwing the ball and they looked bad, but the first play they ran the ball and they looked good.
That is excellent analysis. I spent most of the last game against Ole Miss wondering the same thing. Just keep running the ball if you have this kind of size advantage.
There was a whole thing against Ole Miss. It felt like the only reason that game was close was because they decided to stop running it at 8 yards a clip. It made no sense, especially after that first run, Ricky. Like, that was exactly what we saw. They were powering right through them immediately.
Yeah, and that takes a team's heart when they can't stop the run. It does.
Let's bring in Dominique Foxworth here and check his sound live as we go on here, as Dominique Foxworth is going to spend the next hour with us. I don't know if he and Ricky know each other. Dominique, welcome. Did you enjoy college football more than pro football?
It's all right. You got this, man. I believe in you. You'll unmute. You'll do this. We'll do this together.
Believe in you.
Right. Until then, I got a second question.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Day, Martin Luther King Jr., everyone's. What's up?
Yes, sir.
There he is.
Yes, sir. Warren Corpus, you, sir, are the winner of a Miami U candle. One of the candles you saw on our social media. We're going to send you one of them over. Second question. Remember, I'm taking the fourth right answer only. Who was Dominique Foxworth looking up at as he scored a long touchdown? Donning a famous picture of Dominique Foxworth looking up at this man running for 6.
On a missed tackle,
you,
on a
Dan.
famous missed tackle.
It wasn't a famous missed tackle. It was Michael Turner. I hate your trivia question.
What are you doing?
Ruined it.
Wow.
I liked it better when your sound wasn't working.
Take that, and no, I like pro football better because I like money. Sorry, Ricky, I didn't win no Heisman. Y'all get out of here with this nonsense.
Feel free to send Dominique one of these candles so he could put it right up his.
He technically was first, not fourth, so.
First throw on the money.
Oh, boy.
And we're off and running.
missed tackle.
Who's yours?
Is that what you're going to do?
Some of the time.
That's what you're going to do all show here?
Go IU. Fight.
What time we at, Chris Cody? Make sure I'm synced up. I don't want to ruin
All
anything.
right, as soon as this next play happens, we'll get you going here.
All right, cool. Michael Turner beat me in college, too. It was an upset. At Northern Illinois, we were so good and thought we were great. We went up to see the Northern Illinois Huskies, and they knocked us off. And then that play in the NFL is not famous. No one remembers that play. You guys tried to make it famous because Dan just found a random picture of me not playing well and then put it all over the place. No one knows that play. No one cares about that play. Get it out of here. I could find you a play that was
That's your
bad.
most famous play. I brought that to a national audience. Me and Poppy brought that to a national audience. You have no more famous play. You like to
You're
talk
probably
about
right.
that time that you and Ed Reed tricked Peyton
you're
Manning
probably
into an
right. You're probably
interception.
11-12, 11-11,
made it famous.
11-10, 11-09, 11-08. Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm a little ahead of you guys because I'm at the Worldwide Leader, and we got this special thing called resources, baby.
So you see the game before it's been played? Then why do people at ESPN get things wrong so often if they know what the future holds?
Talk to them about that, man. I got 13 angles. I'm looking at 6 different screens. I got the all 21. I got the tight angle. I got a sideline. I got everything, my baby.
So the game has started the same way for both teams here. 3rd and 8 after a first
Come
down.
on here. Come on. It's big.
I already know what's going to happen.
It's not going to be successful.
This
It's
can't
what's
be
gonna
completed.
happen.
Okay, good.
I tried the Caleb play. The Caleb play. Didn't work.
Chris is so mad, so scared of the Heisman Trophy winner that he thinks when he's clearly throwing the ball out of bounds that he's throwing it 90 yards for a touchdown like that Caleb Williams play.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
Ruben, who took it? Was that Messidor? Who took? Oh, Lightfoot. Who was that took out the right tackle? Oof.
That's what I learned today, that we should be attacking the right side of their offensive line.
Ooh.
Look, despite Dominique's efforts, we still got a winner for that last question. Salute to my boy, Dan Pavola, 2067. You, sir, have a hurricane candle as well. Send us the address.
Way to go, Dan.
Let's go out here to Tony at Dead Flamingo again. Last time I saw him, he was vigorously eating a sandwich. It sounds louder there than it does for Miami at the stadium. Tony, what do you have?
Dan, I was eating a Skinny Louie's burger, not a sandwich, but I was eating the burger, and we are fired up, Dan. The MC here at Dead Flamingo has us doing everything. Anytime there's a first down, he goes, "It's a Hurricanes first down." We got big third downs here. We got everything rocking. We are fired up, Dano. That was a massive blow up on the block that the linebacker had on the running back. So we're excited about that.
I made that the right tackle instead of the running back. I was going to say, man, that right tackle for Indiana is small.
Yeah, there's a difference between a running back and a right tackle.
Did Cristobal end up storming away from the sideline interview? I couldn't hear. I didn't have the sound up in here, so I couldn't hear. I just saw he always looks angry. He always looks upset about something. Were you guys able to hear any of that? Dominique, you have 17 televisions there. Were you able to hear whether or not Mario Cristobal stormed away angrily from the sideline interview?
I didn't hear it, but I know he did. I've watched enough games. There's a few playoff games that I've watched in the Notre Dame game, and I know he's an angry man, and he plays angry, he talks angry, he coaches angry. So I'm hopeful that he did not get our network in trouble by saying something profane, because I don't think he gives a damn about that sideline interview.
Did he say the word violent like I predicted? Like I was willing to take betting odds on whether or not he would say violent because of how often he likes to say violent descriptively in the huddle and around the huddle. I don't know why it is I'm asking you follow-up questions on a sideline interview that you couldn't hear despite your 13 television.
So the first time you asked me, I thought I played it off well. I thought I did my thing. I was like, I know Mario angry. He do a little this, a little that. Then he was like, nah. Clearly you didn't hear it. Let me ask you if you heard it again. I like that, man. Teammate, baby.
Do you guys have, during the commercial break, any thoughts on the Dolphin hire? I will start with Dominique. I don't know whether Ricky cares about these things. He's sort of checked out on football news in a way that offers him a great deal of tranquility. Can you tell us anything about Jeff Hafley?
I mean, he's a coach, Dan.
Yeah, it's good. It's good analysis. It's good. It's good analysis.
The thing I'll say about Jeff Hafley is I didn't like him as a hire as a defensive coordinator, and then he kind of made me look stupid. I think that Green Bay Packers defense is underachieved despite having a lot of high draft picks for a number of years, and they hired him to fix it. I thought he wouldn't. He did. They did well, and then he added Micah Parsons, and they got even better. The problem is, and this is a problem that always arises when we are hiring head coaches, we're hiring people based on their ability to coordinate an offense and the defense, which is not the same thing as running a team. So I mean, the things that he did defensively weren't particularly innovative, but they made fewer mistakes and they became a better tackling team. So if those are things that you like, that'll help. But I think that's not the biggest problem that the Dolphins have, unfortunately. And to be honest with you, I don't have an answer for how well Jeff Hafley is going to get people to buy in, or how well he's going to manage a roster, how well he's going to integrate with a general manager. Like, all those things matter. How well he's going to develop the future quarterback, which I assume is not necessarily in the building right now. So those are all the big questions. I think you can be optimistic about it, but I don't have any evidence, whereas some of the coaches hired in this cycle, you have evidence that they've done this before, which I think would give you a little bit more encouragement than what you have from Jeff Hafley right now.
I would say this to provide a little ray of sunshine. I'd rather go with Jeff Hafley than a retread like John Harbaugh if I were a Miami Dolphins backer right now. What evidence is there? The idea that he is the next Andy Reid. Andy Reid is, in fact, an X&O whiz. You know, he's a QB whisperer and all the rest of it. Jeff Hafley is a good defensive coordinator in the QB league. He may work out. John Harbaugh is not that. He's a foreman. He's a manager of football operations type.
Ricky, do you have any thoughts here? Do you care very much about what the Dolphins are doing with their head coaching hire?
Not really, but I do find it interesting. Like you said, they haven't hired a head coach with head coaching experience in the NFL, and the past eight coaches, and I feel like I must go back to when I played in Tony Sperano. So, I mean, for me, it's just a question mark. Why don't they just invest in a good coach and see what happens? I mean, last time they had a good coach, they went to the playoffs.
Let's see what happens here.
And 47, 46, 45.
Salute to the Bayou Bully in the chat. I see you, my brother. Come on, man. You got to know, man. Without you, who the hell are we?
We got 3rd and short here, Damashek. How are you feeling about things?
Well, it looks like they're taking Ricky's advice. And
Yes, they did. They took Ricky's advice immediately now.
3rd and 5. Another big play.
Damn.
Are you ahead of us, Juju? What happened with that dam?
Nah, I'm looking in the chat. It's some crazy stuff going in the chat. They want me to. Okay, well, just to be clear, this is a Calais Campbell jersey. This is a Calais Campbell jersey. That's all I'm gonna say. Salute to the chat. I see you.
Good job making that clear.
Dominique, that IU defense, people barely talk about it because they're consumed by the dork that is Fernando and the sardonic Pittsburgher Coach Sig, but it's for real. That's the secret sauce of why the Hoosiers have gotten this
There
far.
was no one open there.
Coverage was fantastic. The protection was even better. Like, he had plenty of time. You should be able to find somebody no matter how good the coverage is in that amount of time. But you look at that replay from all 22, and nobody is open.
Yeah, they dropped 8.
The encouraging thing about the Jeff Hafley hire is he's a defensive coach. And I think a lot of teams get caught up in trying to get this offensive mastermind. And you look around the league, and there've been a number of really successful coaches in the NFL that come from the defense side. So I think that's like a bit of a ray of sunshine. If Damashek was trying to make you guys feel better about your hire, I'll throw that out there.
But if
too.
you're
You
going
should be
defensive
confident
coach, don't you need to go Chris Shula?
Nah, you got to go with Brian Flores. Bring him back. Bring him back. Dig him up, baby. Dig him up.
Do we have any idea what that crowd is like? I know what we got for reports in terms of all the red out there. Let's get, Jeremy, at your leisure, can you get my father and Mike Ryan's dad? Can you get them in here? I see that Mike Ryan's dad is wearing the Indiana gear to infuriate his son. He is actually rooting for Fernando Mendoza, and I want to talk to him about Fernando Mendoza being your abuelo and your abuela's favorite quarterback. Ruben Bain is being held there.
Oof.
That's going to be, that's
Them players on the couch, man. Y'all didn't see them players on the couch, man. Sprawled out, man. Come on, bruh.
Smooth.
Salute to the dads, man. Poppy times 2, man.
Dominique, who do the Ravens need to hire?
That's a tough question. I don't know. I think the
Mike
answer. I wish that would be hilarious. I think the answer to who the Ravens needs to hire is who Lamar wants them to hire. Like, I think his buy-in is the most important, and maybe they need to sell the hire to him. But as long as he's committed, I think that team will rise to the top. And they still have that front office that's been incredibly effective. I think that's one of the questions, to disentangle the impact of Harbaugh with the impact of, like, Ozzie and DeCosta. They've done a pretty great job. Short of getting a pass rusher, they've done a pretty great job of keeping that roster as contenders going forward. So we'll see in the near future how much of that credit should go to Harbaugh and how much should go to that front office.
That's a nice play right there.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
Cooper, if you've only seen 3 highlights of college football this season, you probably saw his catch at the back of the end zone against Penn State, that game winner. That's the second receiver, not Surratt.
Surratt's their best, but they got 3 good ones.
Yep.
Mike Ryan Ruiz Sr. Mike Ruiz Sr. is with us, and you're actively rooting for Fernando Mendoza here, correct?
Absolutely. He is a pride of Miami. He is, don't you want your daughter to marry Fernando Mendoza or a guy like Fernando? Come on now.
You are a blasphemous traitor and a communist, and
don't call me a communist.
Well,
Dan.
don't
Anything
say things
but
like
a
you just
communist.
said. Poppy, what do you feel about this traitor over here rooting for Fernando Mendoza instead of the team that he's supposed to be rooting for?
Well, listen, if you're a Cuban, it's hard to root against Mendoza, buddy. I mean, you know what I mean.
All right, both of you are going to have to leave now. I'm sorry to do this to you. I appreciate all of your help here.
I'm curious, though.
With the
Mike's
broadcast.
Mike's dad offers Fernando to your daughter, but he himself doesn't know any girls yet. He said eventually.
Yo, there's a goalie fight in the
Dan,
Panthers game.
Bobrovsky's fighting right now. I mean, I just got to break in with that. I've never seen that.
Bobrovsky, who's he fighting?
The
What's
other
happening?
goalie. There was a scrum behind their net. Their goalie got involved, and you see 72 skating across. Oh my!
Let's go.
Oh, we got kind of leveled.
You're watching the wrong
10,
game.
9, 8.
It's for the best that the U people are turning to hockey.
What do you mean the you people?
The U.
Tell
As
him,
I
Jeff.
told
God.
you, it's the UV2 TU.
This is what we needed. This will get the boys going. All right, back to football.
What will get the boys going?
Panthers need a little something right now. We got Kachuk back today, but this can't hurt.
There was a couple things that you put on the table there, Dan, that the hockey took our attention away from. So you brought up communism and insulted a Cuban. Like, I can't imagine that you could do anything more insulting in the history of a Cuban American. One.
No, what you can do is root for Fernando Mendoza instead of Miami.
Let me get to the second one. The second one that was put on the table, I feel like the way that people feel about Mendoza might change. Some of these older people might change if what was put on the table, what I thought of when you said he don't know nothing about no girls. Something popped in my head. I was like, wait, whoa. Y'all still root for my man then? Which you still got my man back then? I would like Mendoza more if that were the case. You wanted me on this live stream, Dan. If you ain't want me on here, you shouldn't invite me. You know I'm going to stir it up a little bit. I'm going to flip the table.
Happy MLK Day.
Thank you. Same to you, buddy. I mean, it's your holiday. I should congratulate you, white man.
Next question for the chat. What high school, chat, did Tony go to? What high school did Tony Collado attend? Fourth correct answer in the chat.
Man, black man saving the day again. Good job, Juju.
Let's go out to Tony at the Dead Flamingo. He looks a little sad. He does not look. He looks despondent right now, and that's because Mendoza is picking him apart underneath here.
Yeah, Dan, they're working their way down the field. I'm not a big fan of that. I thought he was short on that third down. I think it was a little short on that. They gave him a friendly.
That was a good spot. That was a good spot for Indiana. Yeah, it was.
That was a bullshit spot. Dominique, what's up, buddy? Happy MLK Day.
Hey. Happy MLK Day to you too, my friend. What's up with you? You having fun?
Dan, I'm having a great time. We're excited. The place is absolutely lit right now. Dan, finally, you dress like the way you should be. Your parents must be proud of you, Dano.
Yeah, my mother is here. She was happy about the way that you dressed me today. Oh! Ricky, is the Heisman Trophy in your home? Where is the Heisman Trophy?
It's not in my home. No, it's in someone else's home.
Poppy, how long? Where was Ricky's Heisman for 9 years, Poppy?
Oh, he was right there by my garage, buddy. I'm telling you, I guarded it with my life for about 10 years. Are you kidding me? And there was also a paint of a cat, the blue cat. Right, Ricky?
Painting?
Isn't that the good one?
It was a blue dog, but yeah,
it was
you're
a
close.
blue dog.
It kind of looked like
it
looked like a cat, kind of, but it was a blue dog.
I was close.
Really the opposite, Poppy. It's about as far as you could be, actually.
But I knew that was a blue something.
You did know it was a blue something. That is correct.
See if Mike Ryan still thinks the U looks big.
Oh, man.
Junior,
416,
right?
415, 414.
Oh, he looks tough, guys.
Oh,
He
they
looks
hit
tough.
Mendoza in the head there. Mendoza went down hard.
He's taking a couple of big shots now.
They just hit him right in the face there, didn't they?
The one night I'm not at the Panthers game.
Is he bleeding? Yeah, he's bleeding from the mouth. They hit him right in the mouth.
What happened
Ow!
Ooh.
Darn it!
Yeah.
Ouchie.
Feels like
Tony
leading with
wants
the crown
us.
of the helmet.
Pa Columbus. Pa atrás pa Columbus. Oye,
the hell
patada para
was
todo
that?
mundo. Patada para el culo para todo mundo. Vamos.
He just gave him a forearm shiver.
Otra, dale. Otra.
That was a target, wasn't it? Like he
That
hit
should have
him,
been.
hit him in the chin with the
The
top
ball
of
was
his
5
helmet.
yards away from
Shut
him
up.
when he took the
Shut
shot.
up. Clean hit.
Jumps up. Hit him in the mouth with the crown of his helmet.
The top of his
For no
helmet.
reason.
Crazy. I've never seen anything
Have
like
the
that.
ball.
Third
You
and
didn't have the
6 here.
ball.
Third and 6 here.
I think that the ref blew that call. That was roughing the passer.
Poppy, I'm going to need you to leave. I don't know what happened. You didn't tell me. Since when do you root? Who are you rooting for in this game, Dad?
I'm rooting for the winner. Cubans, they cannot lose in this thing. The Mario
go.
wins or the other guy, Fernando, wins. So
No
we
flag,
are
no
the
flag,
winning
no
column.
flag. Big stop. Big stop. Big stop.
By the way, in the chat, the spelling, it mattered this time. The spelling mattered. My boy Tony went to Killian High School, and the winner of that round is J Moose 2351. And you not getting a candle, my brother. You getting this Cam Ward guy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Straight to your house.
Ooh, that's good.
Straight to your house. DM me your mailing address, please. Everybody, all the winners, DM me, and I got you.
All right. The next winner will be for Ricky's Heisman. Okay, Ricky's Heisman.
Yeah.
So, Damashek, this has gone. This is about as happy as you're going to be about the way the first quarter has gone, right? Miami hasn't gotten over the 50-yard line.
Listen,
Indiana's the one with the ball control.
I know, shame the devil that I would be on Indiana's side, but he just caught a forearm shiver right in the mouth. I mean, many millions of people just watched that. Fine that they got the 3, though, and according to Taché, that should mean ball game, right?
Yeah, I mean,
First team to
nine
score,
straight.
9 in a row.
Yeah, that's it. This could be 10. Or it ends at 9.
That is really the
Like they
outcome
say,
that we
9
have.
times the charm.
Either way, though, my father will root for a Cuban to win. So
We cannot go wrong, you know. The Mario wins or the other
Cubans
guy,
win no matter
Fernando,
what.
wins.
do me a favor. I'd like our halftime show to have the most Cuban person we can find anywhere in America or beyond. Okay, so by the end
Besides
of
Domino.
by the time that our halftime arrives, I'd like our halftime show to be extra Cuban. So put the production team on whatever it is. That's the challenge, to make our halftime show maximum Cuban here by getting a guest that will help reinforce our Cubanissimo on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, don't worry, Dan. I got you.
No, not you. I want something better than that. How mad is Mike Ryan at you, Poppy? Not you, Poppy. His Poppy.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh, you know.
I wasn't
You know,
talking to you,
like-
Poppy. I'm talking to the other Poppy. How mad is he
I'm
that
a-
you
like-
he's
like I'm a turncoat? Or
well,
what?
well, but your son doesn't care about anything other than his daughter, the way that he cares about University of Miami football. And so I know he was wounded by you coming around and saying, "I really love this Fernando kid. That's I'm rooting for Indiana." He was not happy with you.
Well, he probably thinks that Fernando's a son I always wanted to have.
Is he right?
Untrue. Untrue. Let him figure that part out. But
Sure about that?
don't you want? I mean, the Cubans have won. Okay, this is the Cuban Bowl, right? The biggest thing that has happened in Miami since I don't know.
What role
What,
does
does
Mark
that make
Cuban
you
play in all this?
Mark
though?
Cuban,
He's on
no,
Indiana's
he's
side.
Indiana. He's an Indiana side. I mean, I can't. I mean, just because he's got a Cuban as his last name doesn't make him Cuban.
Look, they're showing this hit again. That is.
Oh, it's his head. I'm
it's
sorry. It's the crown of
targeting.
his helmet he caught him
It's
with.
obvious targeting.
I cannot believe they got away with that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, Dominique, about a decade ago when RPOs made the scene in pro football, I asked a bunch of Ravens and Steelers, how do you stop that? How do you limit that? And they said, you got to smack the shit out of him early. You got to break his will from trying to run with the ball. And I said, really? Come on. There's got to be something more to it than that. And they said, no. You can really get in a QB's head early if you hit him hard enough. And it seems to me like the U is trying to deliver some tough shots on this guy.
Yeah, the zone read generally quarterbacks, no one wants to get hit, but no one wants their quarterback hit. So if you're going to play a lot of zone read, you open yourself up to being allowed to tackle them. So you can't launch your helmet into their chin. That might have been targeting, but you can hit someone who is like running out of play or playing out a play fake. So yeah, hitting them more than once will not only make them not want to run it, make the rest of the team not want you to have them running because you don't want to see your quarterback hit a bunch. But if they're doing like an RPO, run pass option, you got to play man coverage. That's the only way to get rid of those because the zone puts you in conflict, whether you have a run responsibility or fall back into your zone. But honestly, the answer to any problem in football is run through a motherfucker's face.
Ricky, what are your thoughts here? We're going to let you go on this note. It's been 25 years since the Dolphins won a playoff game, and I really could make the argument that over the last quarter century, one of the highlights, not the RPO, but was the Wildcat that you were running with Ronnie Brown. Like, legitimately was one of the highlights of the last 25 years. Do you have an answer that's different from Dominique's to that question?
No, I mean, that's the ultimate answer in football is intimidation. You know, this dates me, but we played against the greatest show on turf. We played against the Rams when they were really, really good. And it's like you couldn't stop them. But if you hit those receivers and you made them think twice when they came in on those dig routes, it's a whole nother story. So I think physicality is the ultimate equalizer in this game.
I love to tell the story. Ricky doesn't tell it, but I love to tell the story. Dominique, do you remember the safety, Roy Williams?
Oh, yeah.
Ricky, do you want to tell the story or you want me to tell it? Because when he talks about that physicality, Roy Williams was a bit of a bully. And so what did Ricky, what did you do?
It's just one of those things, making a statement early in the game. I know that the defense, that Dallas defense rallied around him. And so I knew if I went straight for him and won, that it would give us an advantage. And it did. It did. We ended up beating them and ran for over 100 yards.
Yeah, but you were in the open field and you went looking for the safety. Like you could have run toward the end zone and you went looking for Roy Williams.
Because it's early in the game. And if you make a statement like that early in the game and the people see it, you know, they got to keep thinking about it over and over again. So that was my thing early in the game. I wanted to let them know it was going to be one of those games.
Good seeing you, buddy. Always good seeing you. Thank you for spending some time with us here. We appreciate it.
He's still scary.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm trying to pretend like he's calm and mellow, but you heard him. He's scary. He'll kill someone if he has to. Like it's in him. Like, for real. I mean, you know it, Dan. Right? Are we all gonna pretend like it's not a thing? That's all in the back of our mind. Like Ricky don't play.
I mean, you know what Roy Williams was.
I also know Ricky Williams was. Yeah, he was looking to hurt people, and then he was the most kind, gentle, soft-spoken man off the field. That's the thing about football players, man. Most of them, a little nuts, a little bit nuts.
They're paying respect to MLK there on the network. I know that makes you happy, Dominique.
Man, you're lucky I'm not down there. I would fight you in the street. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I'm ahead of you guys again. I shouldn't react. My bad. Why you don't got no AC in there? The AC out? What's going on, Dan? Why you glistening like that, baby?
Has there been a pass that Carson Beck has thrown that hasn't been touched by someone on Indiana? Like, has he? I
think that first pass, maybe the first one. Good Lord.
Dominique, on another note, I think Sean McDermott got a raw deal. I don't think he was the problem at all. You feel me? I think Brandon Beane's ineffectivity to make a move at the free agency, to make a move before the trade deadline, to paying Josh Palmer 33 M's, paying Elijah Moore. You feel me? Come on. I think he's the problem, and that boy got promoted today. How you feel about this, bro?
Yeah, it happens time and time again. When the team underachieves, someone has to pay the price. And oftentimes, the general manager has the time and access to have a better relationship with the ownership than the coach does. So I think the general manager is shaping their narrative to the owner in the way that the coaches can. I think you're right. From the outside looking at it, and also, like, with these firings, we're not in the buildings, so there might be more stuff going on than we know about. We hear rumors and certain leaks about different situations, but there's always more stuff going on than we know. But ultimately, I think it comes down to the general manager is much closer to the owner, and someone has to pay. And so the general manager normally is the one that can hold on. We saw it in New York a couple times recently with the Giants. You see it you saw it in Jacksonville for many years until Liam Cohen said, I'm not coming unless you get that man out the building. It's the case. So you'll see coaches with any sort of power and leverage, they'll either demand that they're the general manager or bring in their own because, yeah, they can shape the story pretty easily of how many great players they brought in and how the head coach has squandered the roster development.
You guys saw what just happened there, right? The reason that the Hurricanes don't play Pringle and don't have more speed at running back is because Fletcher is better in pass protection, and he just got dusted on that.
Carson Beck, 2 for 6 for 9 yards. Thus far, just took that sack.
He hasn't thrown a pass to an open receiver other than Tony. He hit him underneath for 5 yards on a third down play that didn't get a first down. But there hasn't been a play where he has dropped back, and he's had time other than last time, where he's throwing to anybody that's open. It wouldn't appear that Indiana is having any fear of Miami's receivers getting behind them because – C.J. Daniels on that wasn't fooling. On that 7-yard pass wasn't fooling anybody. He stopped, and the defensive back was right on him.
Tony, paint the picture. What are the vibes like?
Vibes are still up. I watched the game upset. So, you can't take my demeanor at face value, even though we got a big stop right there. Tackle for loss. Meet at the quarterback, meet at somebody in the backfield, baby. Let's go. I watched the game upset, though. I'm a bit of a Kurt Signetti when it comes to watching the game. I'm going to be upset. Even if there's a good play, I'm upset. So I just got to be steady.
We need to get them synced up with us because they're about 10 seconds behind us.
Kurt Signetti is not unhappy for
They're
the
ahead of
record.
us.
As I keep saying, he's just from Pittsburgh. That's the sitting face of every Pittsburgher. That sardonic kind of like, dude, who's this coming our way? Who's Mr. Big Shot over here? That's you have a flat, unwelcoming face. That's it. That's how you do it.
Chris, I understand that we're going to check in with your father at the game, and I understand that your father has been a bit of an annoyance with you. He doesn't want to be bothered. He's on deadline. He's very serious about his column writing, even though no one's reading newspapers anymore.
He gets panicked when it comes to this type of thing, that kind of thing. When talking to him, he thinks a 10-minute conversation in the second quarter will throw off his entire night.
Okay, so
but yes, we will call him.
We're going to call him at the stadium, and he's got zero enthusiasm for what it is that we're doing.
I think he's just going to be acting the whole time like, what? I got to go. Huh? What do you need from me? Who needs me? I think we're going to get a couple who needs me's. All right, we got a fourth down here.
3, 2, 1.
End of first quarter.
That's good, Jeremy. It's important. We got to keep it at the same time with everybody else.
We are on pace for a 12-0 final score. Barn burner.
Electric.
Dominique, how do you see Fernando working in the NFL or not working in the NFL?
It's hard, man. Gotta be honest. I haven't done the college deep diving tape yet before the draft, but most of the time, the quarterbacks, I generally feel like most of the quarterbacks drafted in the first round have the talent to be successful. It's the fit that matters more than anything else. And right now he is penciled in to go to a situation that's not that great in Vegas. So I would not have high expectations for him. It's so rare that you see a quarterback land in a situation that's terrible and then all of a sudden it's great out of nowhere. I'm not sure. You could say C.J. Stroud maybe did that recently with the Texans, but it may have been more about D'Amico than him. I guess it happened in Cincinnati also with Joe Burrow, but every other quarterback that's had early success and turned out to be really good in this league, they came into really good situations, teams that were in the playoffs, teams that already had some culture and something built up around them.
How good are you at making the assessments of watching a college quarterback and being able to do the translations on what he is going to be in the pros? And subsequently, Carson Beck, do you have any idea whether that looks like a pro quarterback to you?
See, the trick is, no matter what happens, you blame somebody else. If you think they're going to be good and they're bad, it's because the coordinator and the O-line and the receivers blew it. if you thought it's going to be bad and it works out, it's because he's getting supported by everyone else. But in all seriousness, I think it changes. What I think is the most important thing changes from time to time. It seems like the most important thing right now for young quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels and this year with Drake May is obviously the athleticism, but the deep ball accuracy. That seems like the ability to be explosive on the deep ball and consistently accurate. Even like Caleb, he's not consistently accurate underneath, but that deep ball accuracy seems to be like the big key trait that's separating the young quarterbacks that have success immediately and the young quarterbacks who don't right away. So we'll see if Cam Ward can turn into that type of player when they build up around him. He's had some promising moments in the early part of his season, but that's a big question I would have is, all right, can you confidently put the ball in the same spot every time on deep passes and create explosive plays?
How do you explain C.J. Stroud?
Ooh.
The last couple of weeks, I mean, I keep waiting to hear some breaking news. C.J. Stroud had 2 broken fingers.
That's as incompetent as a professional quarterback can play, Dominique. Like the idea that he would have 5 fumbles in one game and whatever it was yesterday was fun.
He couldn't take the snap against the Steelers.
Yeah, the tough part was some of those plays against the Steelers, I just kind of waved him off and was like, yeah, he won't do anything that crazy again. Then the next week, he's under pressure and refusing to take a sack and throwing up interceptions to score 6 points the other way. Like, that decision-making is weird. I think you go back to his rookie year, and he hadn't gotten any better from then. Like, I don't think that he's gotten much worse, even though these last couple games have been pretty terrible, but he hasn't gotten much better. And that team, as good as they are, they deserve a little bit better offensive production because that defense was incredible all game long and have been all season long.
Folks, this is very exciting. The second quarter brought to you by a new sponsor for us. Never miss your shot golf. Partnering with courses nationwide to record your shot on signature par threes, delivering a keepsake video and a live stream for the whole world to see. Submit your course to bring Never Miss Your Golf Shot near you. Learn more at nevermissyourshotgolf.com.
One of the worst reads you've ever done for a new sponsor.
But that's good news, right? That's normally a good thing.
I honestly love this company, Dan.
It's really sick.
Never
Set the
miss
bar
your
low. Now
never
you're gonna
miss.
take off
This
from
is
here.
what happened with me and Sheets and Giggles, if you remember, and we ran off into the sunset.
Never miss
This
your
is my company.
golf.
Never miss your shot. Golf. You sign your course up. It documents par threes. I'm telling you, Dan. I already looked at the site. This is the real stuff for golf fans.
Why are you saying that the way that Zaslow says Thai food?
Never miss your shot. Golf. I'm telling you, check it out.
We want to thank them as sponsors. They came through for us here. They're fans of the show, and we always appreciate the people who support us. So please support the people who support us. This is good field position here for the Hurricanes. It'd be nice if Carson Beck could do anything.
They moved it back correctly.
Because he was down. Malachi was down.
Malaki.
1438, 37.
The praise is
36.
coming in on the YouTube chat right now for you guys. Dan on the YouTube chat, my brother 19805 Walt Rob says, Dan does look good. Okay. You feel me? That okay is important in the community. Like, Dan does look good. Okay, whatever. But he put the ... Okay. Because he ain't never seen my boy like this. And Dave, don't think you left out. C4 Golf from the YouTube chat says, I didn't know Pedro Pascal's brother was in the studio today.
How did you describe me previously, Dan? You know, like Patrick Swayze's brother. Patrick Swayze was one of the most handsome devils of his era. His brother looks exactly like him and yet is unattractive. I think that's sort of what you implied. I look like Pedro Pascal, except I'm not handsome. Right? Is that about it?
That advantage on the line didn't help Miami a whole lot on 3rd and short.
It's like the 4th Hemsworth.
Yeah, like that.
I believe the way I described you was as a yammering knob.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I misheard you the first time.
Hooey and applesauce.
Man, they're punting again.
I mean, that's they want to be in 3rd and 2 all game. They want to be in 2nd and 2 and 3rd and 2, and yeah.
I was trying to start a thing, Dan, and nobody got on board with me. Like, everyone puts up their 4s in the 4th quarter. All the quarters matter. You got to throw your 2s up. You got to throw your 3s up. And the game starts, throw your 1s up. Maybe 2nd quarter matters too, don't it?
I put my 2 up.
It's a good point. I didn't know what it is that you were doing. I thought you were giving me the peace sign after threatening to fight me in the street.
I will fight you in the street. I think it might have been a chance when you would have gave me a hard time. I think it's an easy win these days.
But I just don't think it's right to wish you a happy Martin Luther King Day and then you say you're going to react to that with violence. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that seems the opposite of
street
what his message was.
No. His message was he would not resort to violence. I, however, am capable of doing such a thing because, I don't know, just it's patronizing and condescending. And Martin Luther King Day is an appreciation that white people started acting right. It's not an appreciation of me. I mean, black people was always acting right. It was y'all that was being ridiculous. So congratulations, white people, for acting right. Well, never mind. Throw your 2s up. Throw your 2s up. Second quarter, baby. Throw your 2s up. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate it. I see you, Dan. You try to sneak in that 2 on the side. I'm like, yeah, you try to sneak that 2 in. You want to make sure that we know that you down. All right, throw your 2s up, Dan.
I'm just holding up my headset, which is hard to keep near my ear with this Cuban hat that Tony bought me.
Sure. I know.
Somebody in the YouTube chat say, Dan, get up and get these folks a twirl, man. Come on, man.
18 yards is the fewest in a first quarter in a championship game. Miami had 18 yards in the first quarter, and the 1 first down is the fewest in a national championship first quarter since Notre Dame 12 years ago.
You look like an accountant at a resort.
Don't I look like somebody from White Lotus?
You do.
Absolutely.
Like
you work at the Blue Notice.
The Blue Lotus. Oh. Like, hey, the Cabana fees aren't adding up, everyone. Someone, a Cabana fees. Someone's stealing Cabana time.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, don't take the glasses off.
Oh.
Get the full shot of my boy, man.
Yeah, full screen.
Yeah, do a troll.
Yeah, give
Scott
a
Hansen would just go, Dan. He would just go.
Look at him.
Carrying that glass out of there.
The shoes in the shot.
All right, let's figure this out, Dominique. What would be one thing college football has over pro football? And it does seem to me that 80%, I would put it at, NFL players preferred college to the NFL. And I suspect that you preferred high school to college even. True?
No.
Explain.
No, I mean, I think as far as like the team camaraderie and like the professionalization and I guess more than professionalization, the commercialization of the sport, like it increases and that part like makes it dampens it a little bit. But playing against the top level competition, playing on the bigger stage and also getting paid is a lot better than all those other things. So I don't know, maybe we got different circles of friends, but if you ask any of us that I know, I feel like most of my teammates and friends, and I guess I've never asked that question. Maybe you're right, but I
guess in terms of spirit, at least, right? I mean, I guess you like the money.
Yeah, I think and it's the bigger stage. Like no one dreamt about playing like high school football, and it's the like exclusivity and like the special nature of it. Like being there feels like something that's special. But I think your point, there's a different. Like the team nature of it, because it's less of a business. Like you make the team in high school and those are your guys the whole time and like rarely get cut and some of them are good, some of them are terrible and you do the best you can and no one's getting paid and it does feel more like a team. No one's looking to get a contract extension or get traded. Like it feels more like a team. Then you get to college and it's a little less like that. Then you get to the league and you get 4 or 5 years in, it's completely professionalized, and it doesn't feel as much of like a team thing, except for on Sundays. Like from kickoff to the final whistle, like it feels like you're out there for your brothers. I think that's the feeling that you lose a little bit, but I think it's a fair trade-off. You can keep that. Oh, you do look like Pedro.
Dominique, do me a favor here because Chris Cody has alerted me that we are getting frustrated, annoyed Greg Cody yelling at him, saying that if we don't go to him soon, we're going to lose him for the entire game. So can we have you leave for a second and
join
come
us back in 10 minutes?
In 5 minutes or so, as soon as we're done with Cody?
Absolutely.
All right. Who's that eligible tackle they just threw the ball to that nobody can
I was just
tackle?
thinking he should have made the first down there.
That was Big Boy running with that football. Is that a tight end or is that an eligible tackle?
A fullback?
That's their big fullback.
I did want to ask Dominique here. Did he leave? Because I wanted to ask him what you do.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Let's. I'll come back to him and ask.
We're calling
11:59, 11:58, 11:57, 11:56.
3rd and 1 here, Damshek. You got 3rd and 1, and you got big boy football right now. Are you ready for this? It's a long one, Damshek.
Let's see.
Love a long one.
God, got it.
Nope.
Yeah, he got it easily.
Dan. All right, we're now into the second quarter.
You didn't have
and
to
we're
take
waiting
those
for
hits. That's why you say it's easily. He got it easily.
Hold on,
because you
Damshek.
had to
We're gonna
take
call
those
Greg.
hits.
You got the old man?
Yeah, let's
All
see.
right.
Here we go here. I'm waiting for a ring. Greg? All right, I guess we'll check back. This is not it's not ringing right now.
You're right about that, Dan. I went to one practice for a travel football team, and I took 3 hits playing quarterback, and I said, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Didn't you cover all the people who made an impact in college football this season?
I covered a whole
covering
bunch
all
of them.
these guys?
Yeah, we had a show for a while called Under the Lights, and I was the Friday night reporter that would go to the big games. And I went to a game, American Heritage hosting Chaminade Madonna. I went back-to-back years, and in those games, you had Mark Fletcher at running back. In the second installment, Malachi Toney was a freshman wide receiver. You had Jeremiah Smith on the other side. Cedric Bailey and Devon Goss were their backfield, and those kids ended up at NC State and North Carolina. You had kids all over the field on these teams that were dominant. And I remember being at that first matchup and watching these kids. Jeremiah Smith was a sophomore. Mark Fletcher was a junior. And I remember I was sitting there, I was like, I don't think this is what high school sports looks like. Like, I'm pretty sure this kid, Jeremiah Smith, is going to be in the NFL. And I don't know a lot about scouting, but he looks unbelievable. And here we are all these years later, and Mark Fletcher's the leading running back, and Jeremiah Smith's the best receiver in college football. And Ruben Bain, playing at Central, won every big game those couple of years, playing defensive tackle. He would give the interviews after the game. He was just as seemingly kind and also as intense of a maniac then as he is now. Like, you knew. I remember talking with Mike when Ruben Bain committed to UM and being like, this kid seems really special. And I remember he said to me then, before they ever got there, and this is where Mike has been spot on, Ruben Bain, Mark Fletcher, those guys are the cornerstones of this next generation of guys coming here from South Florida, and they're going to make the difference. And now those guys have an opportunity here in a national championship game. It's pretty cool. And that was like one of the last great runs of recruiting down here in South Florida, and specifically to have so many of those guys go to UM. It's really awesome to watch.
That was a bullshit pass interference call. They were just
grabbed them around both shoulders.
They both grabbed each other. Like, they were both grabbing at each other. Like, you can't allow Indiana to just do all the back shoulder throws they want because the Indiana receiver is pushing off. Like, they were both doing the same thing there.
Don't let the Hoosiers get 7 if you're the U here, obviously. Dan, all right, where would this rank for you as the longtime face of the program to some degree? I sincerely associate you as much as anybody with the Miami Hurricanes over the last quarter century. What would this one mean to you stacked up?
I've been surprised that I haven't been able to hold down both the emotion and the fear in the last couple of games that they've been playing in, because I'd sort of gotten numb to the neutrality required of journalists. And I had bandwagon checked out on the last 20 years of irrelevant football because they spoiled me with running a professional football program while in college. I said last week, that school and the relationship I have with that school for 40 years is unlike anything else in terms of developing my career. Everything that I was doing at the University of Miami when I was friends with those UM football players and writing about that team is what made me a writer who was noticed by anybody, because I was writing, when I was 19, 20 years old, I was writing things about a program that was very controversial, and I was writing it with access to players who were super interesting and not at all troubled by being flamboyant. So back then, what you'd get is, Jimmy Johnson is saying after a loss to Notre Dame, we're not going to do any trash talking. We're not going to do that anymore. That's not the school that we're going to be. And Charles Farms, that week, we went and did a photo shoot, and he's leaning against a cemetery tombstone, and he's wearing a black shirt that says, "Shut up, bitch." And he's dressed in all black because he's in mourning for the other team. And Jimmy Johnson makes him captain. That week after saying that they weren't going to do. So they taught me about race relations. They taught me about how to care about sports. And so I have a fondness born of nostalgia and discovery that was
And you get there with Jimmy Johnson. Right, you're after Schnellenberger and all of that.
Yeah, so what I remember as a freshman in college, I was walking in the back line across the Green Tree practice field. I was walking back. I was staying at a hotel, actually, because the dorm hadn't opened yet, and I had to wait a few months for that. And Jimmy Johnson storms over in these orange, very short bicycle shorts and screams at me to leave the practice field because I'm in like a private area and he's worried about spying and stuff. And that's my introduction as a freshman. I'm 2 months on campus. That's my introduction to UM football, is Jimmy Johnson storming across a field, his face a nuclear shade of red, just screaming at me in those orange short bicycle shorts.
That is the best. I was shouted out by one Bob Knight in my senior year at Indiana University. It forged us, eh? It didn't kill us. So
what did Bob Knight do to you?
Oh, you don't want that whole story. I'll tell you that later. Continue here. I'm curious where you come down on the Vinny years versus the Dennis Erickson years, and how those stack up against this.
Well, the Dennis Erickson years were very unpleasant for me because I was reporting stuff that Dennis Erickson didn't want reported about an assortment of things that the players were telling me, because the players didn't care about that kind of stuff. It was only the administration that cared about it. There's a huge play right here, Damashek. 3rd and 13. Mendoza has not thrown the ball down the field.
Greg, can you hear us?
That deep ball accuracy Dominique was talking about.
Is that going to be a late hit on Ruben Bain? Is that going to be a roughing the passer on Ruben Bain?
Greg Cody, can you hear us? All right, I don't know. Greg Cody is either something screwed up on his end or our end, but we can't connect with him. Luckily, we have 4 more hours of this game, so hopefully we can at some point.
Well, we've lost our window with him, and at least we didn't tell Dominique to go away while we were trying to get him on.
Well, him we can get back. I don't know if this is my dad's fault or ours.
So now 3rd and 13 becomes 3rd and 8. That is not a good job of blocking Ruben Bain, Damashek. Indiana's got a right tackle problem. They've been shuffling back and forth with right tackles all season.
Well, Bain is obviously, there was talk as recently as 6 weeks ago, and it still may end up going that way, that Bain's going to be the number 1 overall ahead of Fernando.
That's a great call right there. How loud is that stadium? Have you guys gotten an indication as to how loud it is there and how Indiana it is? Juju, what do you got there for us?
The chat, salute to the YouTube chat, man. Y'all boys are crazy as hell, man. I'm not sure how to say this, but it's Any Lutola AJ, bro. I see you. When Jeremy was telling his story about how he was in seeing them brothers in high school and knowing it was going to be great, he says, Jeremy definitely told on people in high school.
Just because it looks like it's true and it is true doesn't mean you should say it.
Let's go into Tony there. Tony was gutted by that draw play on 3rd and 8 after the offsides. Gutted. What's going on, Tony?
I mean, come on. You got to know a draw play's coming there. I hate to be the guy, but you got to have that linebacker sitting a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage here, especially just wide open. Just go, oh, my God.
This is going to hurt you right here,
oh,
Tony.
my God.
Tony is not going to be happy. Turn away, Tony. Turn away. Que lástima.
Greg Cody, are you there?
I've been here.
Oh, he was mad. All right, so we're checking in with Greg Cody here.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
He did step out of bounds at about the 6-yard line, and here
at least
comes,
a big play didn't just happen that my dad
well,
missed.
wait a minute. We just Mike's dad just came in to play the bongos, but I think this is going to be
premature bongoing.
Yeah, I think he stepped out. I think.
It's an Indiana tradition, the bongos.
All right, you got to come back though, because they're going to put this at the 6-yard line. So if they score a touchdown, you could come back in. But at the moment, it is premature celebration. Greg Cody, what are your thoughts from the game, other than being annoyed with us because we've kept you waiting 15 minutes while trying to, in the modern age of technology, get a landline working?
Yeah, that's probably my main thought on the game at this point, Dan. But no, I'm astonished that the story of the game is not Mr. Perfect Mendoza right now. It's that Indiana's defense is just completely dominating Miami's offense and their running game, which sort of surprised me a little bit. So that kind of thing. And then the Dolphins have a new coach, and I've been talking to Dolphins people while I'm here, so everything's great.
Give us your thoughts on the Dolphins' new coach. I thought if they were going to go defensive coach, Chris Shula would have been an easier choice.
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, they're both inexperienced. Neither one has been a head coach, which is a Dolphins tradition. Dave Wannstedt in 2000 was the last head coach they've hired who had previous coaching experience in the NFL. But, I mean, Hafley, he's a Shanahan guy. So he's got the coaching tree working for him. He looks and sounds the part. He runs laps around McDaniel in macho coaching stereotype category. So, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. When I have doubts about Hafley, it's because the Dolphins just have a track record of lousy first-time hires in the past 15-plus years. But it's not so much on Hafley. It's on the team hiring him that I doubt.
First and goal right here. 7:40.
40, 39.
This happened against Louisville too, Greg, where I was surprised that they couldn't move the ball, running the ball, because everyone knew they were going to run the ball, and then they couldn't run the ball. That's the only other time this season that's happened. They had a bad first half against Stanford, and the SMU game had its challenges, but the Louisville game without the turnovers is what this feels like, and the inability to run the football.
I would agree with you, and particularly, you think of the first play of the game, and Fletcher's pops it for 9 yards, and you're going, all right, this is exactly what Mario's trying to do tonight. And then that's like the last big running play they have so far. So yeah, I'm not shocked that Miami's trailing right now, but I'm shocked the way they're trailing and the lack of power offense right now.
Greg, I was on your show, as you may recall, with Chris this morning. Good times, and thanks for having me. And this is exactly what we were talking about, is the assumption that the Indiana Hoosiers, based on them being the Indiana Hoosiers, you should be able to beat them up. But there have been a number of examples this season where that's the stunner to me. Not that they have a Heisman win or anything else. It's that they are mighty defensively.
Right here, I expect Mendoza to run off of the run-pass option. They have not used that at all this game. You've noticed that, right? Mendoza.
No, they haven't. Right.
And it's been there for him, but they have not used it. Cody, what is the scene there? What is the crowd like there? It's mostly Indiana?
Oh, the vast majority. I would say conservatively, it's 2/3 Indiana red all over the crowd. Canes fans are probably just as loud tonight from what I've heard, with not much to cheer about so far. But I'm astonished the vast majority of red in the crowd.
We'll let you go now. What is your level of annoyed with us?
I was annoyed at first only because the phone kept calling, and I kept saying hello, and you weren't hearing me on your.
We were pranking you.
I was gonna.
No, we were not.
No, we weren't.
No, we were not.
weren't.
That's your son being an asshole.
No, we
you raised
weren't.
an asshole. It's your fault.
You pranking me sounds like something I should have considered, to be honest with you.
That's not
because
what
that
we
would have
were,
been.
That's not what we were doing.
But he is right.
Before you get out of here, give me all the thoughts that you have that you're putting in your column right now.
Let me formulate them first. I'll get back to you.
All right. Good talking to you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Nice chatting with you. See you.
He's very serious on deadline.
Speaking of serious or not, Did you pick up as an undergrad talking to Jimmy Johnson? Did you sense this guy has a sense of humor? There's something there that is not unlikable, because outside of Miami, as we've talked about, the Canes in general, but Jimmy Johnson specifically, that were considered unlikable.
I have never thought about what it is that you just asked me, but I think I could say I think I could say this resolutely, though. I have never met a Miami coach of any kind who's not humorless. All of them, like across the board, every sport. I don't think that there is a coach that I have met. Maybe Kevin Lockery. I don't think that there is a coach that I have met.
I mean, Mike McDaniel.
That has a sense of humor.
I feel like he was too playful at times, I'd say.
You guys thought he was really funny, did you?
I think at the peak of it, when it was the best offense in the league, he was the kind of guy of like making jokes with reporters.
Affable is not the same thing as funny.
Okay, I mean, maybe not funny, but he definitely had a friendly personality.
There was something funny about what he was doing to the NFL and the curmudgeons who typically hold that gig. There was something about his disposition that was funny, that, like, you don't have to act like Belichick to succeed in this league.
I mean, there is Paul Maurice there, Dan, except he's probably not going to have a sense of humor tonight because of that loss against the San Jose Sharks.
Ozzie Guillen.
We have to let Dominique go here in a second because he's got to get up in the morning. And I did want to ask him, though. Hey. Yes, that was intended, yes.
Well, just making sure, because it could be a penalty around here.
Right.
Yeah, I just got a note. Dominique's gone.
Okay. All right, excellent. Because I wanted to ask him, you think the RPO here, right? I wanted to ask him what you do. Indiana's completing all this stuff underneath, and you have to start respecting the underneath stuff.
I think boot action here makes all the sense, Dan.
Hand off to the fullback.
Me and Madden right there. Fullback dive.
God, how Indiana to hand it off to a fullback named Nowakowski.
I mean, just physically, again, continuing the postseason theme, kicking the shit out of these powerhouse teams is just is hard for me to fathom.
14-play drive, 85 yards. They just went down the field. And here is Mike Ryan's dad to celebrate the touchdown that he celebrated prematurely before with the bongos.
One more time.
Mike Ryan is going to be mad.
Mike Ryan might murder him. And you for letting it happen. Can't wait to call him Junior tomorrow.
Thank
that was
you.
Pretty unrhythmic, I would say.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of rhythm to it. But thank you, Senior Ruiz.
People in the chat saying.
Well, that's why I'm surprised.
I get it now, Mike.
Do you guys want to try our malfunctioning phones by calling Mike Ryan and asking him how he feels right now? So that
you think
now's the time to do that for sure.
I'm worried
great
about
idea.
Tony right now.
Yeah, Tony. Let's go out to Tony. The dead flamingo might be dead right now. Let's go out to the dead flamingo where a heartbroken Tony joins us. 14-play, 85-yard drive. That's what Miami was supposed to be doing to Indiana.
To Miami, like, why did we do that?
Yeah, Dan. Listen, that was tough because the Canes are usually the ones that establish the run, and they're able to create long drives with running plays, with quick passing, with screen games. The problem is you can't extend the drive for them. 2 big penalties on that drive that extended the drive no matter what, and it's sickening, Dan. I'm sick right now, but Canes, hopefully they're a second-half team. Carson Beck's got to wake up. He's paying $4 million. It's time to earn it, buddy. Let's go. And Dead Flamingo's never dead, by the way. People dancing, they don't care about the score right now. I care about the score, so I'm a little distraught at the moment. But people are dancing.
Well, go dance.
Okay? They're about to throw a Waka Flocka Flame. Let's go. Spin it around. Spin it around. Here we go. To the flow, I love the way up. Hey. Hey, Juju, where you at? Hey.
All I wanna do.
This does not help the rest of football America's appreciation of Miami football fans.
Football America.
Oh, look, everybody's dancing. We're down 10-0. Let's dance.
That's what we do here in Miami. That's what we do here in Miami, buddy. Wake up. Wake up. Look around where you are. There we go. That's how we push.
I'm getting ready to dance, Tony. I'm getting ready to dance.
Let's go. I don't want to hear anything from this guy. I don't want to hear anything from this guy. Come on, Pastor.
Tony's going through a hard time.
You're good.
Let him
People
have
are
his...
laughing. People are laughing right now. What's so funny? What's so funny? All right, back to you, Dan.
Thank you. I don't know what Lewis was doing there. Lewis was talking when we started the shot. I don't know who he's talking to. Mario Cristobal is yelling at everybody.
He's the best representation.
Tony's yelling at me for saying that they shouldn't be dancing and then immediately turns around and is angry at everybody for laughing.
Yes, Lewis, your thoughts? You have a lot of thoughts? What?
I don't know. Forget it. I'm too mad. I got to come. This is football.
He's got to relax. He's got to relax. That's all it is.
None of this is real.
Hey, we got to get a first down right here. We got to get a first down right here. Let's go.
A first down. They do have to get a first down.
Got to start somewhere.
A first down. Momentum, baby.
The observation that everybody who watches football loves to make these days is...
That is an obvious trip, Damashek.
That definitely was.
That
You're
is
right.
an obvious 15-yard penalty.
People love saying, oh, this team gets the ball to start the second half, and in fact, the Hoosiers get the ball to start the second half, so the U really better do something soon here.
Whoa. Terrible play. Terrible play.
I mean, they can end the game here. IU puts together a drive.
4:32, 31, 30, 29.
Once again, just pushing around a team who, going in, you would have thought the one edge that this team should have is they should be able to lean on the Cinderella story Indiana Hoosiers, and it's the exact opposite again.
Is he going to do the panic move this early?
They're going for
Going for it on 4th and 1. 406, 405,
You're
404.
going to try and get him to jump?
Mario feels like, Mario's like.
They went for it.
Ooh, he didn't get there, I think.
That spot's
They're
decent.
gonna need a
Spot's
spot.
decent.
Come on, ref. Do the right
Both
thing.
these spots seem decent.
No. Far
good
side
spot.
ref has the spot.
First down.
I think
Oh,
Come
there's
on,
going to be
say
a
it.
measurement for sure.
First down. Let's go.
First down.
First down,
Okay,
man.
let's
Nose
go.
the ball.
Good.
Oh, Signetti's got the
Yeah,
white
what's
lips.
up? What
He's
you-
got-
what-
he's
what you
got the
even
white
looking
lips.
at, dude?
Signetti's got those powder dry lips.
Did he
Boy,
get
drunk
it?
no water since
All right, yeah,
this
he did. He
morning.
did. He did. He did. Is that ball in his right hand?
Yes,
His
it
right hand.
is.
Generous spot.
I don't know that he got
Signetti.
That's one of the
Dave,
all-time
you
great
just saw
reaction
a bunch of jags.
faces.
Why are they not reviewing that?
Because it's the first down.
They want it to be a ball game.
Because of
Oh,
Mero.
Oh, boy.
We are back, baby. We
Biggest play.
are.
There you go.
He didn't make the 40 there.
Huge momentum swing.
Speaking of momentum swings, trivia, we back. Fourth correct answer in the chat. I see you. What is the name of Ron McGill's next book?
These are
Back
tough
to you, Dan.
questions. You're asking good questions and tough questions. Let's go back to Tony here with the most exciting play of the game for the Miami Hurricanes. Are people dancing even more now? Look at that. Now, look at now. There's enthusiasm there.
Changed man.
There. You're a new personality. Oh, there's Malachi, Tony.
Hey, we're just one drive at a time, one first down at a time. That's what we're doing here. We get one first down, that maybe wasn't a first down, and then we get a first down for real. People got up and started salsa dancing right here, Dan. It was beautiful.
What
I
the
love
hell
this city.
happened on
I
that?
love this-
It's
Dave
the
Damashek-
national championship.
Dave
Why did
Damashek
they
couldn't
check
even
that?
understand. He could never understand.
Lay out, Dave. Lay out.
Lay out.
Lewis just gave me the layout order.
And put his microphone down.
You're a yammering fool. You're a yammering fool. Of course he told you to lay out. Of course he told you to lay out. You're a yammering fool. Go get some garlic rolls.
We had two
Christ
with
almighty.
blue collars.
This is a big game. This is a
And
big
they had
game.
a big red pickup truck.
Damn.
I like Tony. I love that over the last week, Tony has just descended over the course of the week to just yelling at everybody. He's getting enraged.
Dan,
and
did you
just
know that
yelling
in
at everybody.
1979, Dan, I didn't mean to cut you off, but in 1979, we had three guys from Indiana, and one of them had a blue hat. And when he got into the car, wow, Dan, let me tell you, and that is playoff hockey. Like, what are you talking about?
They're going through, so I don't want to poke at them. They're nerves are frayed.
That's enough from Dave. That's enough from Dave. That's enough.
You know, twice in Sweden.
Who cuts
there
off
was-
his mic?
Look
Somebody
at
cut off
this
his
guy.
mic.
Look at this guy. This guy's lost like
Crazy.
he's in Sweden. He doesn't know that we're
Crazy
live on
man.
air.
God,
All the way
please.
from Pittsburgh.
You guys got to get out on the dance floor. You're down 10-0 already. Let's go, Boogie.
All right, so I would now like to before the end of the half, we're going to turn that off for a second at the Dead Flamingo, but I want them to be able to hear this. I want to go to the fake Damashek right before the end of the half because I like this new character, Lewis, as the fake yammering Damashek about yammering about irrelevancies from 1979. It's a great character. It's a great character. And again, how's the work going on getting this to be the most Cuban halftime show that there's ever been? Are you guys going to get me anyone who is more maximum Cuban than my father and Mike Ryan's father, both of whom seem to be traitorous fools? And while I retract the statement that they are communists, I hold the right to call them that if they don't move off of their positions.
We're working on it from guest bookers, so.
Okay.
We're efforting.
All right. Who would be some nominees in terms of what it is that you would want if you want maximum Cuban? I saw Pitbull was performing before. He was performing at the stadium, right?
That would be a good one. Pitbull would be strong.
Pitbull's the halftime show?
No, he was performing
Pre-game.
before the game. Do we have Lucy live from the stadium?
We'll check back in. Yeah,
we're going to
should get
check
a
back in
update
with
from
Lucy
her.
from the stadium. Do we have the photographs of the banner that we were going to fly over the stadium today? That we got the banner made. It was made. It was put on the back of the plane. We were told for the last 5 days that the plane was going to fly, even though Trump and airspace were Trump was in town and the airspace was going to be limited. So we got that banner made, and then they just called us like a couple of hours before, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't really do that anymore," because we kept asking for 5 days. We're like, "You sure we can do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, no problem." And now they want to keep our money.
Oh, they want to keep the money.
Yeah, they don't want to give us a refund. They're like, "We'll fly it on another day." I'm like,
Are we going to see it though? Well, I would love to know what it says on it.
Yeah, well, it was just on. It was just
I know
on.
what queso campanero means, but I don't think Roy knows what queso campanero means.
No que campeonato. It's holy shit, what a championship.
We're seeing nominees in the chat for most Cuban halftime show ever. Levon Hernandez has been suggested.
Jose Contreras.
Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia.
has been
That would
suggested.
be a fun one.
So we're working on someone.
Okay, Levon Hernandez would be interesting. Not as awkward as Mero to start the show, but
interviewing Mero about New York radio to start this is the funniest way it could have gone.
Actually started last week.
Yeah, and me thinking he starts
tomorrow.
Me thinking he starts tomorrow or today, and he's like, "No, I've been doing it for a week."
Big stop there. Now do they go? I assume
Looking
they'll
like
try
fourth
for the
and
three,
two,
right?
Short.
4th and 2.
115, 114, 113.
Looks like he's staying on the field. Beck looking towards the sideline.
The crowd was struggling with that last question. The audience salute. Bruh, Brian Paul, you, sir, are a joker. Brian Paul says, "Pride of a Lion 2, Electric Boogaloo."
You're asking difficult. Those are difficult trivia questions. I've been surprised that you keep getting 4 and 5 correct answers for this stuff.
We got a winner, though. Persian Boat 512, I see you. Sex and the Animals was the correct answer, guys.
Speaking of winners, the Pittsburgh Pirates and Pittsburgh Steelers both won world championships in 1979.
Congratulations,
Lewis.
You have to take the points here, right? You have to try. Hold on, Lewis. We'll come to you in a second. You have to kick the field goal here, right? You can't go in. You got to go in at halftime. You don't want to miss.
Look at you, Tony Dungy over here.
Cristobal looked like he was ready to go for it there.
Well, no, I think they were just letting the clock run down. It looks like their kicker's going on the field.
Why?
The reason that I kicked the field goal is the struggles with the moving of the ball and one timeout. Even if you get the first down here, you still only got 30 seconds left. I don't want to be running. I don't want to be with the way the offense has been limited here. You want to go
50-yard boot though is the other side of it.
Yeah. Yeah, 50 yards is now common in the pros. I still don't trust college kickers to make 50-yard field goals.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It hit the
no.
Oh, my God, he hit the post.
Doinking it.
It looked good.
Back to Tony.
Back to Tony and the fake Damashek. He just saw it because he's on delay, so he just saw it hit the goalpost and understandably despondent. Go ahead, Tony. What do you got?
Let me start with Carter Davis. Okay, let me start with Carter Davis. You get a guy from FAU. Okay, the guy sucked all year. Okay, my gum almost came out.
Well, he didn't suck all year. He was bad at FAU. He didn't suck all year. He had the one bad game at Texas A&M.
Did you see the stat? Yeah, okay, and he missed 16 field goals in that game too. That's not the point. 7 of 12 from anything over 49 yards or whatever it was. Guy sucks. Okay, guy sucks. Unless he wins the game tonight, then he doesn't suck. Okay, you got to have balls of steel if you miss one early like this. I would have gone for it personally. You got a couple of timeouts in the. It's just. Dave, what do you have to say?
Dan, back in the winter of 1980, where televisions were heavier than refrigerators, a group of youngsters from America scared the trousers off a young Russian hockey machine.
I hate Damashek.
Scared the trousers off.
I hate him. I hate him.
That kick hit the goalpost almost as hard as Pop Stargell hit the baseball in Game 7 in Baltimore to give the Buccos their last World Series against the Orioles.
We are family.
Remember that, Lewis?
Dave, what do you want from me, dude? I'm 33, bro.
Balls of steel. That's what Tony says is the remedy.
We are family Steelers. The Hurricanes are going to lose to that guy.
And the Mike Ryan's dad.
They're going to lose to Brendan Franke. And whatever the hell the name of that fullback was.
Look at him licking his mustache.
I do that sometimes.
It's crazy.
So what are they? They're just going Hail Mary here with 3 seconds left. They're going to have Fernando roll out and just throw the ball
If
as
there's
far
anyone,
as he can.
I'm surprised they didn't
Get a Hail
try to
Mary.
make more out of that than what they did. Running the ball was odd.
At least Miss Lourdes will be happy right now.
Yeah, Miss Lourdes. Well, we got plenty of people who'd be happy in the other room. Miss Lourdes is happy. Mike Ryan's dad is happy.
Your dad is happy?
No, my father does not look happy. My father right now doesn't look pleased. My father is actually rooting for Miami, but he went for the joke there and
30 minutes from a shutout. No Garo Yepremian to come along like in Super Bowl 7.
Halftime.
All right.
10-0. Indiana Hoosiers. 30 minutes from eternal glory.
All right, let's do this here for halftime. Let's play the video here that Tony did at Columbus with David Dunn and his colleagues, the coaching staff at Columbus.
Coach Lasky.
Where Fernando Mendoza and Mario Cristobal went to high school. And after that, you guys had better find me the most Cuban person possible to make this the most Cuban halftime show there's ever been.
History of Christopher Columbus High School without John Linsky. 42 years as an administrator, as a teacher, as a coach. What have you not done here?
Retired. That's
as we embark on probably the most Cuban, the most Miami, the most Columbus national championship or collegiate football game ever. I wanted to get some of the backstory and some of the history of things that went on here at the school, including Coach Cristobal, Coach Mero, Fernando Mendoza Sr. Can you lay us out, just lay the table, the foundation of what this game means from a Columbus perspective?
Well, a couple things. The past is prologue to the present, and there is a lot of history with those names you just mentioned, and the fact that the stars have aligned the way they have. The odds, as we were discussing earlier, the odds of this happening are zero. No one would believe the whole backstory to this, and Columbus High School and Heisman Trophy and UM at Hard Rock. I mean, come on. We've had 37 players suit up for UM since 1959.
Wow.
10 of our guys have won 15 championship rings at UM.
Wow.
Every championship team at UM, all 5 of them have had a offensive lineman from Columbus start for them. So there you are. And now, of course, UM was so smart to bring back one of their own to get the program back.
Right the ship.
Right the ship, exactly. And that's what Mario has done. And Mario, you can't mention Mario Cristobal without mentioning Alex Mirabal. Okay? And then you go into Mario's older brother, Lou, who won 2 titles at UM. And then you go into, obviously, Heisman Trophy winning Fernando Mendoza. Well, his father, Fernando Mendoza Sr., was teammates with Mario and Alex Mirabal, playing on the same offensive line.
Let's go back in time. You've been here, again, 42 years, and you saw Mario as a kid, as a young guy, and then transitioning to becoming a man, and then obviously following his career. Do we have good Cristobal brothers stories? 'Cause from what Dan's told me, obviously Dan also has been a bit of a historian when it comes to sports in the market, and he grew up around the same time with the Cristobals, and he told me they're animals. They were caged animals, just 24/7.
My first year as a teacher, Mario and Alex were freshmen. So we actually started that journey together.
Wow.
And my memories of them are very vivid. Mario Cristobal's intensity has never wavered. People are who they are at 15. And Mario had his energy burned with the heat of a supernova. He was on all the time. Did not have an off switch, still does not have an off switch. Mario is who he is, you know, and Alex Mirabal was like a rabid pit bull because, you know, he's pretty diminutive. So if you're going to play offensive line at
you gotta be a
his
dog.
size, you got to be a dog. And he was. And were they a bit of a Mutt and Jeff situation, Mario and Alex? Yeah, 6'4", 5'4", you know, broad shoulders, little guy. Yeah, but I mean, toughness that can't be described. Fernando Sr. was also an offensive lineman, and he was different than Mario. He was different than Lou. He was different than Alex in that Fernando Sr. was very stoic, very reserved, very quiet, very polite, actually. But he was like a smoldering volcano. Game day, he erupted. And, I mean, he played with unbridled passion as well. And I think you see that aspect in Fernando and Alberto, the burning desire to win without being overtly insane.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you look at Fernando now as part of this new generation of Columbus, you know, lore and history and stuff.
Yeah.
And how do you put that into perspective? Winning a Heisman Trophy, like that doesn't happen to many schools. And you look at the rich history of this school, particularly when it comes to football, and now putting that as the crown jewel of kind of your football program at large. Like, speak to that. Like, how does that feel?
It's surreal because no matter how good a kid is in high school, you're never bold enough to think, oh, he's going to win a Heisman Trophy. Nobody thinks.
How many kids play high school football? Thousands and thousands and thousands of kids.
And thousands, and in Dade County and around. I mean, just the odds. You can't think that way. You can think, oh, he's going to be a very good player. Maybe he'll play on Sunday, but Heisman, no.
Nobody wins the Heisman.
And as Dave Dunn said earlier, Fernando's journey to the Heisman is so well documented and so well earned, and such a positive young man, family, everything. And to see Fernando Sr. and his wife also, what they've gone through, how well their sons represent their family, this community, this school. What more can you ask for? I'll tell you what, Monday night, the big winner is Columbus High School.
Right.
We have already won.
No matter the outcome of the game, Columbus already won.
Yeah, and we could not be prouder of what these guys have done for us, for this school, and again, for the community.
Yeah.
You know, when the Hurricanes win, it's funny how Miami comes together. And so Like I said, this is Haley's Comet. This is once in a lifetime. This will never
We'll
happen
never see it again.
And so we're going to revel in every moment.
Coach, this has been an incredible history lesson. Thank you for the legacy that you've built here. Thank you for, just everything that you've done for the community of South Florida, for the University of Miami, for everything. Like this has been an incredible history lesson in Columbus High School history and lore.
Tony, the pleasure's been all mine, and thank you for taking the time to come and visit Columbus High School.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Good work by the guest bookers. I told them, get me somebody who is El Cubanísimo, El Cubanazo, the most Cuban halftime show that there could possibly be. And look at what they produce. They produce not only Andy Garcia, but Andy Garcia in a room filled with bongos. Senor, what are your thoughts so far? You've gone to University of Miami games since you were very young. So what are your thoughts so far? And thank you for making the time for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Danny. This is a historical day in the history of our history here in America and the Cuban diaspora. It's gonna be a close game. The second half will continue to define itself. But this game is, for me, yes, of course, I grew up going to UM games, back in the George Myra junior days and senior actually days. I mean, there's a series of George Myras. The son also.
the junior is in the 80s. You're talking about like the 70s, the 60s.
Yeah, but I'm sure the senior had a senior, But yeah, I grew up, watching George Myra Senior, play at UM and going to those games with my dad. So of course, I have a long history with UM. I didn't go to UM. I went FIU. We couldn't afford the UM tuition, so I went to Dade South and then FIU, but always been a UM fan. But this game to me is really much more than just like rooting for the Canes or rooting for Indiana or rooting for Fernando, and it really represents. It's really a trophy, an acknowledgement of our greatest generation in terms of Cuban exiles here in America, because both Mario Cristobal and Fernando Mendoza and his father, Fernando Sr., and like myself, we are just children of this generation that brought us here to be able to have a future in a country where our future, where we came from, was taken away from us. And the fact that through hard work and nose to the grindstone, the work ethic, and an opportunity to pursue your dreams, follow your dreams freely without repercussion and repression. And these two individuals, or say in this case, three individuals, and even Fernando's mom or Mario's side of the family also destiny has brought them together in this pinnacle moment in collegiate sports. And it's all credited, of course, to their hard work and dedication, but really credited to the generation of their parents that brought them here and gave them an opportunity to flourish. They would never have played football in Cuba. They would never had any kind of opportunity like this if they would have grown up in that system in Cuba. So to me, the game is about that, a celebration of this, of our community and the gift that we were given of freedom to pursue our dreams here in exile. And this game is the fruits of that labor and that commitment. So may the best team win, but there's no losers in this game.
Who says it's just sports? Am I right?
Well, in the history of America, Cubans don't get these moments outside of baseball, right? Baseball and boxing, but it's never football. It's never at the skill positions.
Well, George Myra, I mean, he was a Cuban in Key West, That was maybe one of the few, Ralph Ortega. I'm trying to remember those who have kind of come through the ranks. Carlos Alvarez at Florida University, who broke tremendous amount of records there as a wide receiver. I'm trying to pick at the ones that kind of made it through, maybe there's some more that slipped my mind.
You're rooting for Miami, though, right? You're rooting for Miami, or are you just rooting as an observer, proud of your heritage?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards that. I'm really leaning towards that. I've been a UM fan all my life, but it's hard to negate the accomplishments of young Fernando and what he's accomplished as a Heisman Trophy winner. And so it's an all-win situation. I find it emotionally hard to not acknowledge and just kind of it feels like I'm sitting going like, you know, there are no losers in this thing, you know. We're representing in the way that we our parents and the generation before us would have set the example for us to represent that way. And here it is on the national stage.
Is this the only circumstance you can imagine, even in fiction, that you wouldn't be rooting outright for Miami in this football game?
No, yeah, it would be the only situation. The fact that Fernando Mendoza is on the other side and what he represents as a young man and everything he's about and how he represents our culture and our community. It's hard not to say, well, it's hard not to root for and to root for his for that Cinderella story. You know, it's hard not to do it.
I bet Fernando has complicated emotions himself about it.
Yeah,
I know he
well,
obviously
I'm
wants to
curious.
win.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna ask this question because I don't have really the answer. I've heard different things, and you guys could enlighten me. When Fernando left Columbus, which is a high school I used to play against in basketball a lot, so I have many friends that went to Columbus, and I played against them. And they were always a good sports program. Always had good basketball and baseball and football programs. Then even when I was in high school in the early 70s at Miami Beach Senior High. But when Fernando left Columbus, please educate me. He was not, did UM ever look at him?
No, he wanted to go to Miami. No, he wasn't recruited by very many schools. He sort of ended up.
Well, Miami passed. So now he went to Cal, and then he played a couple of years at Cal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he entered the portal. Did Miami ever look at him in the portal?
No, he wanted to play at Miami. He would have liked to have played at Miami. He was not given the opportunity.
But a year ago, when he entered the portal, I
think he always wanted to play at Miami. He has all that Cuban stuff that would make the Miami Cuban want to play at the University of Miami.
So Miami never made him an offer during the portal, and actually was, and Cristobal, I guess, was the coach at the time.
Well, nobody thought he was this good. Obviously, this wasn't something he just wasn't heavily recruited. He wasn't somebody who was. It's quite the surprise that he would be the best player in the country.
Right. So he was available, but was not recruited even when he entered the portal in Miami. And he went to Indiana.
They prioritized Mateer.
Yes.
There
were conversations with him in the portal, but Indiana eventually won. It was really the first time around they only offered him a walk-on. They didn't offer him a scholarship.
And they tried to get they were in the conversation, but it was a little bit too late after they focused and prioritized on Mateer.
Right. The understanding is that Miami also just central focus lasered in on Carson Beck as their guy. They had to offer him so much that they didn't go after Fernando Mendoza because the ceiling on what Carson Beck could do was considered to be higher.
Right. Okay. I was confused about how all that went down because I've read different things about it, and maybe his brother was already at Indiana as a freshman or something. Possibly.
Is your son torn on this as well? You have the same sports allegiances, but he's happy to disagree with you as it relates to the Dolphins.
I'm sure he might be popping his head in anyway. He said, I'm gonna pop my head in here, and I'm just gonna go by the screen and go like this.
Okay, so he's not with you on I'm neutral about this. I'm all about Cuban pride. He's saying, Papi, you go bleep yourself. You've got this all wrong.
He's proud. Of course, he's proud of Fernando and the whole thing, but he's all in with the U. That's his team, So
he likes it.
As always, my son and I are on different spectrum of the Finns and in this case the same way.
So when Mendoza gets targeted in the first half and has a bloody mouth, does he run in and scream at you? And like how does this end up going in the house while you're watching the game?
It's not that harsh. We have great respect for him. he's not that harsh, but he is leaning towards Yes.
So you precede the Howard Schnellenberger and Bernie Kosar season that kind of brings national attention to the U.
I was going to I told Dan this story years ago. My father, in the early years of exile in the early 60s, during the George Myra era, I think he was like 62, 63, 61 maybe, something like that. My father worked in a little catering business across the street from the Orange Bowl on the 17th Avenue and Northwest 7th Street. And he ran this little catering business, and we had five or six parking spaces. So when the games would come, my dad would, license these parking spaces for whatever, $5, $2, $3, whatever it was in those days. And then once we filled the parking spaces, we'd walk across the street into the Orange Bowl and buy a couple general admission tickets, and we'd watch the games. And I remember one particular game that saw a big team. I thought it was Notre Dame, but I tried to research it. I guess it wasn't. There was a big game that came in, and it was rain and mud in the Orange Bowl, and George Myra went up against this big team, and George Myra was an All-American, and I think they went like 0-0. It was a big game, and it was a muddy game, but yeah, we used to go to the game. So my history with goes way back, and of course, my niece Jackie Taylor Haley, she was in a relationship and a fiance with Sean Taylor, who played there. She also went to as a soccer star. She was an all-city, I think all-state also at Gulliver, and they had a beautiful child together, Jackie Taylor, so we had a connection even with Sean when he was playing there, and of course that unfortunate incident that happened. So our connection to is long-standing and very deep on not only history but also emotionally.
My father has a question for you, and we'll get to that in a second. But season 2, the finale of Landman came out, and you are the drug lord, the cartel boss there.
Take it easy. I'm a businessman.
What do you want people to know about what that experience has been? It's a wildly popular show.
That's great. It's as an actor, it's amazing writing, amazing storytelling. You couldn't ask for a better cast. You couldn't ask for better co-stars. Working with all of them, specifically Billy Bob, who I do most of my work with, is a sublime experience. We're good friends, and it's a very generous situation. And it's like I said, it's a very we're all blessed to be there. Taylor is an extraordinary writer, a storyteller, and it's a great show to be a part of.
I have told you this before. You are my mother's favorite actor. It makes me uncomfortable how she talks about you and how she looks at you. My father is here. He is filled with rage, jealousy, and a very difficult journalism question for you. Papi, what do you have for Andy Garcia?
Andy, nice talking to you, buddy, even though you are my enemy now. Andy, tell me about your first kiss.
My first kiss? Wow.
Yeah, your first kiss.
I think that was in grade school. It was in grade school. I think we were playing Spin the Bottle.
Spin the bottle, huh?
All right, Papi. Thank you, Andy. It's good seeing you. Thank you for making the time for us. We appreciate it.
I appreciate your the highly intellectual questions that come from
that.
See you later.
I caught you off guard.
See you later, Andy. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
All right, all the best, fellas.
Yes. The part that I didn't tell Andy is that I had to rush him off the phone because Mike Ryan has made himself available from the stadium. Mike, how are you feeling right now about how everything's going? I've been surprised that Miami can't get any part of its running game going. I think we just lost Mike. Did we
he's
lose
back.
Mike? All
He's
right.
back, Jack. Ask him again.
What are your thoughts, Mike, on the first half?
They're kicking our ass like it's bad. I don't feel great about it. Yeah, they're dominating us right now. They're all over our offense's ass. So I feel like I'm in hell. They're as good as advertised.
Need a stop this first after the kickoff here. You're in a lot of trouble if the Hoosiers drive to start the third quarter here.
Yeah. Like if we get a stop, I'll get into it. But they're on our ass right now. It's pretty bad. No real reason for hope, and thankfully the universe ended thousands of years ago, and we're just living in its echo. I don't know.
It's a great point.
Why do we do any of this?
Miami is now 3 for 8 on field goals in the playoffs, including 1 for 6 from beyond 40 yards. Any issues with them kicking the field goal in that spot instead of going for it at the end of the half?
Yeah, I guess. I was hoping they would go for it, but that's you missed. I'm in hell. What do you want from me?
Are you surprised by the number of Indiana people who are there? Does it feel like a Miami home crowd?
No, it feels like 60-40 Indiana. I'll tell you what I'm most surprised at, just the line of scrimmage. I thought we'd get more push. I'm really shocked at how many 3-and-outs we've had. They're really good. Like, we have the size, and it's not mattering. They're committing to the run. I guess the pass is there, and we just gotta trust Carson Beck right now, which is, I'm sure, going to have a bunch of opinions online, but gotta air it out unless we get a stop here, and then hope we can play our game. But it's I'm a little surprised at how it's going, no doubt.
Mike, I'm surprised you're as hopeless as you were.
We're good. Fine. My feet are up. Never been less bothered. Jeremy Mark Phelps is here.
Jeremy Mark Phelps.
JMP. I'm surprised you're so hopeless, Mike. I mean, they got 1 touchdown drives aided by 2 penalties.
I'm pretty hopeless. I'm sorry, I can't hear you all that well over here. But if the shoe was on the other foot and we had this first half, I'd already be going to La Carreta. I feel like we're
23-20 Can. See you boys later.
All right.
Kevin Clark feels good about it. I'm going to head back to the seats.
All right.
I love you guys.
See you
How's
later.
my dad doing?
Love you.
He was
you
playing the
don't want to know.
bongos.
Played the
after a
bongos
touchdown.
after the Indiana touchdown. He came in here and played the bongos.
All right. Go
We got to laugh at him. All right. See you later.
I got to tell you, I wouldn't be amused by that. If anybody in my family knew I was a diehard and did that as a bit, that would be the end of it.
Dan, Andy Garcia's still here.
Okay, well, that's
Wow.
wonderful. I'm glad that he's still here. That's delightful. He only had time at halftime because he didn't want to miss any game action. So I was trying to be polite and make sure I got him out at time before the kickoff, but he's still with us here. So that is...
Have they kicked off already? Have they kicked off?
No,
Not yet.
They
They're
have
about
not.
to.
Is there anything that's been surprising to you about the first half? Did you come into this game with any kinds of expectations? Yeah, they're about to start here. They're about... in fact,
No,
they've
I
got the
didn't.
ball at the 25 right now. They did start. They evidently already kicked it off.
And they're running.
I will leave you with this. I watched both teams throughout the year, and I thought it was going to be a close match. I didn't think it was going to be anybody was going to come in and super dominate the game, and there were, well-coached teams, great defenses, a lot of playmakers, and it's really a storybook year for Indiana. I mean, they're undefeated, extremely disciplined, they're very precise kind of offense, and they're beautifully coached. So they deserve to be there. They've earned the right there, and UM has crawled their way out, into this situation with a very talented team. So I thought it would just be a close game. I still anticipate it's going to be a close game.
All in all, better than how it went for your character in Black Rain, though.
Yes. But thank God it's just a character enough.
Got a Mesidor sack here, 3rd and long.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias. It's 3rd and 17.
57,
Get back to that
56,
game. It's 3rd and
55.
17.
I love you guys. All the best.
Black
Danny.
Rain.
Igualmente. No penalties. No penalties here. Just a is
Face
that
mask.
A face mask?
They're not going to call that?
They didn't call a face mask there?
That's a big
Yep,
stop
face
right
mask.
there.
Oh, it's a face mask,
That's
man.
a big start.
It's
Hey,
a
it called
face
the flag.
mask. It's a face mask.
Roy saw that one in the theater. I remember saying to whoever I was with, did they just chop Andy Garcia's head off?
They sure did.
Man, I thought we were going to get a stop there. We're starting the third quarter, by the way, in the Cheap Seats live stream is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
That hurts right there, boy. Woo.
3rd and 17
That's what Andy Garcia's
after a
head
sack.
The only way they were going to convert that was with a penalty. They're not throwing the ball. Nobody's throwing the ball downfield.
Oh.
Boy, the
That's a
Hoosiers were
heartbreaker.
waving the white flag there, too.
Yeah, they were. Well, I don't know. The last time they ran a draw play on 3rd down,
Right.
it wasn't waving the white flag. They surprised them and caught them off guard.
Third and
That's
long.
it was 3rd and 17. That was brutal. It's the only way they convert that.
That is just.
But it is why people are watching, to see your despondence, to see my despondence. It's they want to see tears. They want to see Mike Ryan's despondence. Miami's played fine defensively in this game. He doesn't look like the Heisman Trophy winner. Fernando Mendoza has thrown a bunch of underneath routes.
A great point. That the Canes defense has done a much better job than the several teams that preceded them.
Well, but
against the
this is, look, when he played Iowa and when he played Ohio State and to a lesser extent Penn State, when he played the athletes that Miami has on defense, they were not the machine that they were offensively against Maryland, against Illinois, where they're just an unstoppable thing.
Well, they brutalized Oregon pretty good twice.
Uh-huh. Tony, I can't even imagine what was going on at the Dead Flamingo where you thought everybody was celebrating there on 3rd and 17 because they got a tackle and Indiana surrendered. And then, like Chris Cody, they didn't notice the flag.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. When Bad Bunny's playing, nobody really cares about what's going on in the game, which I love. But undisciplined teams are going to do that, Dan. You're going to put a paw out there and grab somebody's face mask, you're going to cost your team. We got the horn playing, which means big 3rd down, Dano.
Oh, I thought it was a goal horn.
Is that what that means? Okay, so that
No,
horn
no.
sounds big third down. All right.
Big 3rd down. Let's go.
They're heating them up.
Ruben Bain, baby. Ruben Bain. Let's go.
Miami's defense has been great in this game.
Yep.
They got the only drive they got is the only touchdown drive is because of penalties and a draw play.
Let's go.
Huge
Let's go.
drive here.
Let's go. Let's go. Come back to me. Where are we? Come back to me. Am I on?
We're on you. We're on you right now. We've never left you.
Okay. Okay, Dan. This is what it is. Cristobal, Mero, Jason Taylor, Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis. I don't care who it is. They should have lit everybody's ass up at halftime. And I'm hoping that's what we're looking at right now. The offense has to wake up. Okay, Carson Beck, you get paid $4 million. You live in a house in South Miami. You got a Lamborghini in the front. You need to play like it right now. Let's go.
Here's
Dan, I got to say, that defensive stop took me back to 1974 and a guy named Jack Lambert.
Let's go.
His rookie year out of Kent State.
Milwaukee.
It's been a quiet game for Milwaukee, Tony.
4th round draft pick. Lynn Swann, of course, went in the 1st round. Mike Webster, future Hall of Famer. Donnie Shell, free agent pickup, but still in the Hall of Fame. And John Stallworth.
Is that Lewis?
Cheers to you, Chaz Knoll and the architects of pro football's greatest dynasty.
Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe.
It's a good job by the guest bookers to all of a sudden get us
crazy.
Andy Garcia just sort of
What the
hanging
hell?
around. I cut off Andy Garcia to get the exclusive 4 minutes with Mike Ryan, and Andy Garcia just stuck around. Stuck around. He had to be so confused by just seeing Mike Ryan's ear again and again into his FaceTime. We got working, functioning Wi-Fi at the stadium. Is Zaslow going to join us later in the show?
We're going to call Zaslow because he's a media member. Mike's there as a fan, so he was able to join live stream.
How does that work with media members? They're not allowed
They're
to
restricting live stream. That's why we couldn't have Lucy live on video here. That's why my dad had to call in as opposed to being on video. They have restrictions on video live streaming.
Yeah, they'll take a credential.
Did we miss? They must have cut away at some point during the game, or maybe they
We missed the
didn't.
kickoff.
No, to Trump.
Yeah, during the national anthem.
Early on, they showed him.
Yeah, he was busy waving instead of having his hand on his heart.
Juju, what do you got?
Yes, sir, man. Daniel Alo from YouTube says you missed an important question with my brother Andy Garcia, man.
Uh-oh.
You forgot to ask him his second favorite color, man.
Oh, yeah.
So we going to shift that question to our good brother Dave. Dave, what is your second favorite color?
Second favorite color.
Why are you repeating the question as if you don't understand?
Because
it?
I have to make sure I'm absorbing it. Yeah, right. Orange is my favorite color.
What type of orange?
I just like a nice steady orange. Sadly, I like Philadelphia Flyers orange. I hate the Flyers as much as I love the color orange that they wear. I'm gonna go with a nice navy blue.
So not the left portion of the U then.
No,
'Cause that's
yeah,
orange.
no,
Big Syracuse guy with the navy and orange there.
That's right. Yeah, I that's my cross to bear. I love uniforms, and the Flyers have maybe the best uniforms in all of sports, but are the most loathsome operation going.
Oh, the Islanders.
And the Islanders,
Also-
yeah, they're tied.
I also have a question. Trivia time again for the chat. At the Miami Heat game last year, a famous picture was made, man. My brother Jeremy got caught with his damn finger in his mouth. What was my brother Jeremy eating?
Garlic rolls.
That is a good question. Are you guys stunned that the big get so far for us today on the show, not Ricky Williams, not Mero, not Andy Garcia,
Greg
but
Cody.
Jeremy Marks Peltz. Jeremy Mark Peltz was on the show right behind Kevin Clark, who sounded like he was slurring. Kevin Clark sounded slightly hammered.
I believe I started seeing shot videos from Mike Ryan's tailgate at about 2:30 p.m. today. So,
wow. Was it good? Was
they've
there
been
good
getting
stuff?
after it.
Was there good stuff from the tailgate?
I saw a lot of selfies. I know Mike Ryan took a selfie with Ed Orgeron. I saw a photo with the Bear, Chris Felica.
11:39, 38, 37, 36.
My pals were tailgating all day too. They took pictures and sent along photos with Hoosiers running back legend Anthony Thompson, AJ Moye, the swing man for the Hoosiers basketball team way back when. Star-studded affair on both sides.
Pizza. I come in pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is that the vice versa pizza? The spicy?
Hot honey.
Oh, with the hot
honey.
Billy Corbin! Billy Corbin!
Oh my God!
Billy Corbin brings the good luck with the pizza.
Just thought I'd stop by with some pizza and a touchdown.
Oh, and now
Just thought
Bobby
I-
is here to play the Miami bongos. Let's see. Let's go, Bobby. Pound him. Let's go. Let's go out to Tony at the Dead Flamingo. Let's go out right now to Tony at the Dead Flamingo. What do you have, Tony?
Let's go! Let's go! Turn around! Turn it around! Let's go! Show these people!
Oh, wait,
Let's
they're
go,
dancing?
Daniel, Mark Fletcher! Let's go! Shut up, Dave Damage. Who the hell invited this guy? Let's go! Let's go! That's what you got to do. Dan, get behind your big uglies. You run outside. You haul ass. Let's go!
Tony
Hit the
gets it.
Gazella.
It would have been
Hit the
humiliating to get
Gazella.
shut out in the national championship game. I'm glad you don't have to face that shame.
Hoosiers and their freezing-ass cold states are officially worried.
Pa carajo!
Do you think that Mike Ryan immediately regrets his hopelessness?
No, that's how you got to play it.
Now you gotta do that. You gotta be hopeless.
That's right, Juju. You got it.
Yeah.
Just
Being
keep
good things
Tony
will
in the
happen.
picture-in-picture. I don't know whether that's because of a touchdown or whether it's because they're playing Bad Bunny again. Regardless, now
That's Trick Daddy.
the Dead Flamingo.
We shouldn't be hearing that.
Is no longer the Dead Flamingo. Tony has now brought it to life.
Should I play some commercial music that he can dance to that we can stay on YouTube?
Yes, please. Go ahead and play some public domain music to get the people all fired up.
What is Lewis's recurring move there? The like, now you see me, now you don't.
Come on, everybody in the
Lewis
NFL
has
is
got
doing,
Dave rattled.
that
You
is
are rattled,
Everybody
Dave.
in the NFL is now doing that whenever they score touchdowns.
See me? And now they're doing it for each other.
Bi-
Beautiful.
Billy Corbin is wearing that old school Hurricanes jacket. That is straight from the 90s. That is not a jacket anymore. We've got to get him set up in
That
here.
Tulare jacket right there.
Actually,
Luke.
Billy, I don't think you're set up properly here. I think you might be better off in the back there. I know, but I know Chris is producing the show, but this is the way he produces it. He sends you to a dead mic and a dead chair to stand here. So
You can turn mics on.
Just stand in the back there, and I'll talk to you back there.
You lift a mic and turn it on. It's quite a process.
The winner for that last question on YouTube was the Bucky 002. I see you, brother. Back to you guys.
What was it? Was it Cheetos that he was eating? What was it?
Yeah, it was Cheetos. A bag of Cheetos for my boy. Got his finger caught in his damn mouth. Look at my boy Mike. He living life.
So's Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron is living life fuller, I would say. There's
Very full.
Yeah, there it is.
Where did they get a pot?
Dano, we just did the Canes chant, baby. Oh, C-A-N-E-S, Canes. We're all the way up, baby. Let's go.
We've got Billy Corbin here. Jamel Hill is here as well. Does Jamel have a rooting interest in what it is that we're presently watching? She, like me, grew up with these Canes being bad boys in Miami and sort of running Florida football. What is your rooting interest? And hello, Jamel. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Dan. I'm struggling because how can I turn this into a racial element? I'm like really I'm trying to figure out like how can I make this about race, because that's what I do as a neighborhood race lady. So you asked about rooting interest, and this is difficult because I did a live on my YouTube earlier, and I talked about how like college football is so much better when Miami is good. Now this is a different iteration of Miami than I have known it to be, and I'm sure you have known it to be. But then I'm torn because I went to Michigan State, part of the Big Ten, and even though when Michigan was in the national championship a couple years ago, I honestly would have rather swallowed a hot toe than root for Michigan.
What about a cold toe?
I feel a little differently about Indiana because they have been down for literally my entire existence, and there's a part of me that is rooting for this in this NIL area of chaos, where although I know they're not a team built solidly on NIL, but it's like, let's be honest, most of their players are like 30 with like married and kids and let's be honest.
They're all Chris Wenke.
Yeah, I mean, they're like a team full of like 27-year-olds, being able to take advantage of some of the rules now in college football. But I find myself maybe pulling a little more toward Indiana, even though they do have alumni that I really find to be horrible people.
Excuse me, I'm sitting right here.
1050, 1049.
Oh, not you. Not you.
Okay, good.
Not you.
1047.
Not you. There's some other unnamed awful people that I'm sure if you guys took two guesses, because her first and last name begins with the same letter, y'all probably know who I'm talking about, that I'm like, yeah, fuck this team. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for the underdog of like the Indiana of it all. And it gives me hope because look, I looked at, ChatGPT, I don't know if you guys saw this, they predicted all the champions for the next like 60 years. And so apparently Michigan State isn't going to win a national championship in football until I'm 88 years old. And I'm like, I got to be damn near dead to see this. So Indiana, I guess, gives me hope in a weird way, because if they can do it, we can do it. But I'm going to say I'm leaning toward Indiana, but I'm not going to be upset if Miami wins.
I understand what you're saying about the lovable underdog, but the Miami Hurricanes are a 7.5-point underdog in this game and have lost twice. Indiana, I mean, if they finish this, they will be the first team to win 16 games since like Yale in 1894, and it'll be the greatest season anyone's ever seen.
Yeah, but Dan, you forget something, is that even though I know what the spread says, and you're absolutely right, like from a gambling perspective and even from a season perspective, clearly Indiana has been the better team all season. We see that. but you have to look at this through the prism of narratives, right? It's like, and there's a lot of reasons.
Dropped it. He dropped it. That's a drop.
Oh wait. Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay. All right. I just saw that. Like,
That's a big drop, man. That was.
there's a lot of reasons why people hate Indiana. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, there really is. Like, there's part of me. Let me turn it into a race element. There's a part of me that feels like I'm sort of weirdly rooting for white supremacy by rooting for Indiana because of the bastion of the KKK that has been there. But at the same time, it's like I love the fact that there is this
What is
team.
happening on the show right now?
Grand Wizard
What
used to live 20
David
Duke, y'all.
What
Right
in the
now.
warm toe sink the Bismarck is happening on this program?
The Grand
I know,
Wizard
like-
used to live 20 miles up the road from Bloomington, Indiana, when I was there in
Sink
Martinsville.
the Bismarck. What is going
I-
on?
listen, I'm only here to bring racial chaos. I'm not here to bring chaos. Like, are you kidding me? I'm going to find the element of race in it that can become a poster card that will make this show go viral in a
Billy,
way it doesn't mean to be.
I appreciate you bringing us back to the eating of the warm toe. I didn't understand that
No,
reference.
I'm guessing it's some sort of racial thing.
Well, what is that
It
reference?
was.
Can you translate
Yeah.
that? I would rather eat. I wasn't sure whether you said a hot toe or a hot toad.
No, I said toe, as
Toe,
in
yeah.
like a foot. Like, rather than root for Michigan, I would rather have a warm toe taco than like root for Michigan. Like, that's how much I hate.
Did you enjoy the recent Michigan coaching scandal because of how you hate
Did
Michigan?
I? Are you kidding me? I loved it. This was amazing. What? It's like shenanigans at the university that always likes to lord its moral superiority over everybody else. I absolutely loved it, especially considering, I don't know if you know this, Dan, but I'm sure you do. We had been in our own little conundrum when it came to coaches engaging in a bit of misconduct, not to make light of it, but like
Mel Tucker.
they had all those Mel Tucker jokes.
Yeah.
So it felt really good to remind that other university that you're not above it.
Still haven't explained the warm toe thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that just popped in my head. That was like literally off the cuff.
Oh, you made that up? So you made that up. So you
I'm going to use that phrase every day for the rest of my life.
I thought there was a profound historic meaning in,
I thought it was an
in
old
the
African
detail.
proverb.
I thought this was about. I really
It
thought
wasn't Swahili, I promise you.
I thought we were going to get a civil rights lesson here tonight. What?
No. That was just literally me just spitballing. Like, it just kind of was what it was.
Put a foot in it.
Yes. Roy, this is why they have you on the show.
Thank
I put my foot in it, literally.
Can you give us some historical context as a lifelong perspective history giver in sports on what this Indiana team has been? Because I don't have a reference point as a sports story for seeing the game change so much that Indiana is a half away from having the best season college football has ever seen.
So I covered the Big Ten, Dan, for 6 years. And going to Indiana was literally like the road trip that you didn't even count as like a road trip. Like, I never stayed in Bloomington. I always stayed in Indianapolis. Going to that stadium, it was nobody there. Like, I felt like if I wanted to jump in and play corner, I probably could. Because that's how, like, low on the totem pole going to Indiana, or just the Indiana football program was.
For the record, the tailgating is great in Bloomington. That is part of the issue.
Is it?
Yes.
Well,
Why would I rather be inside the stadium watching the Hoosiers get whipped when I could be outside having a grilled wiener and a beer and maybe a toe?
Maybe a toe.
A warm
toe? A grilled toe?
However I can get it.
Listen, I just spent a month in Africa for my birthday. I had zebra and springbok, so a toe is nothing.
Zebra. I just found out people.
56,
do you know some people
55,
eat bears?
54.
I learned that in the last year or so. I was wondering.
First of all,
what-
zebra is delicious. That's number one. It's like amazing.
They seasoned it.
Where's Ron McGill when you need him?
But to get back to your question about what this means historically, is that, as you know, Dan and everybody else, there's been all of this sort of consternation about what this era in college football means, where people is like, oh, it's chaos, it's bad, it's this and that. To me, Indiana is their rise And them doing this season is the perfect reason why people need to support NIL, support the chaos of college football right now, is because it leads to better outcomes. Like the SEC in their arrogance, they're so used to they created or helped to install the underground economy of college football, of like paying athletes under the table. Like everybody knows duffel bags showed up on doorsteps. Like that's what it was. And now that everybody's checkbook is on the table, now they pissed. And so I'd love to see them upset, because the reality is, like, if you have a rich enough donor base, you can be in the game just like anybody else. It actually leads to an absurd level of equality. So why is everybody bothered by the idea that in this age of college football, the highest bidder wins? Let these billionaires spend their money. You know what? I'd rather them spend their money on installing the college football team that they want to see than, I don't know, destroying the fucking planet. Like, I'd rather them do this. Like, spend it on a cornerback. Don't spend it on ice. I don't know. I just kind of think that way.
These quarterbacks haven't done much of anything in this game. The Miami receivers aren't getting any separation. Beck did hit Daniels there in the face mask with the ball, so he can't throw the ball a lot more accurately than that. But Miami's receivers are not getting open. Like they are zero threat. Miami's receivers, all of them have been zero threat in this game. They are being hounded and bothered, and every throw Beck makes, even though he's got time to make them, every throw is contested. Like, these quarterbacks have done nothing in this football game.
Malachi Tony has 4 catches for 16 yards.
Are you surprised by anything you've seen here so far, Jamel? Because we've been talking about Miami not being able to get any push offensively is one thing, but I also have been surprised that their receivers can't create anything in the way of separation. Indiana is not respecting anything to be thrown deep.
I'm actually not surprised, just because I was joking about the age thing, but I think the age thing is kind of relevant. When you look at the level of experience, it's not necessarily about the age they are, but when you look player for player, what the level of experience is among the Indiana players, I mean, we're talking about guys that are 3-4 years in this game. And as such, as you've seen with other teams, they kind of played that way. And so I know that a lot of people looked at Miami's physicality, which is definitely to be respected, but at the same time, they're dealing with a little bit of a different element. And it's hard, like, especially if you've grown up in college football a certain way, to think about the idea that a team from Indiana would be a little more gifted athletically or a little more physical than a Miami team would be. Like, that seems absurd. So, like, I hate to say it, I'm kind of not surprised by what we've seen transpire so far.
7-17, 7-16, 7-15.
What they haven't been able to do is hit a deep or even take a deep shot yet. Unless I'm mistaken, the Hoosiers have not thrown one deep ball, which is, that's what won Fernando the Heisman. And there's just not time for him to get one off.
3rd and 12 here.
Well, what Messidor did there, their right tackle situation is a problem, and they know it's a problem, and now they've put Bain over there because they know their right tackle situation is a problem, and he's going to have to get rid of the ball quickly. Messidor should have had a strip sack there. That was a great play that he just made crawling around on the floor there, and Mendoza knows that he's got a problem on that side of the line.
Yep, just whipped him again. Oh, that's got to be a completion.
There was that back shoulder throw, Dan.
On the money.
Surratt is great. He's a great receiver, and he's got that. That wasn't a drop, but the last one was bad. Like the last one that that on 3rd and short. Like he's a great receiver.
Let the boys play. Let the boys play. Let them play.
Whoa. Let them play.
Ooh, boy.
They're letting them play. Don't worry.
Let's go. Let's go out. Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if they had called that pass interference. Let's go out to Tony at the Dead Flamingo to celebrate all things Tony and with the fake Damashek there. What do you got, Tony?
Hey, monster. Hey, let the boys play. We're going to hand fight. We're going to hand fight. Okay, you can't call it every single time.
Yeah, we're going to hand
fight. Big stop there by the Canes. Let's get a big drive. Let's get a big drive going right here. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, we're doing shots.
Cheers
nice.
up, boys. Here we go. Yeah, a little, yeah.
Lewis didn't take his. That's fine.
Fake Damashek, do you have any thoughts? Do you have any more thoughts that you can give us on anything related to the 1970s or the 1980s?
Dan, I've got 2 popsicle sticks in the year is 1969. Can you believe it?
Okay, you're out of material. Let's take Damashek. Okay, very good. Thank you. We appreciate it. Billy,
hold on.
Yes?
Hold on, Dad. To be fair, Dan. His unity went down, so he couldn't hear you. So I just told him, "Fake Damashek, go," and that's all he had.
Yeah.
Two popsicle sticks.
Tony, I really don't need the play-by-play. I figured that out by myself, given how limited the impersonation was.
We're doing a funnel challenge, Dan. Don't worry about it.
All right, we'll come back to you in a little bit. Billy, for those of you who don't know who are joining us, Billy is the director of the most watched 30 for 30 in the history of ESPN. The U, he did the U part 1 and 2. He's the resident historian, documentarian of this program. What are your thoughts on what you've seen so far here, Billy?
I think Tony and Lewis make Zagacki and Bailey look like Indiana fans, is what I think. I mean, some home cooking over there. I've been to Bloomington. That campus looks like Hogwarts. It's beautiful. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's just a really beautiful campus. But when you land at the airport in Indianapolis, and you talk to like a cab driver, an Uber driver, these people are the ambassadors. They're like the first and last people you talk to when you come to a town. And you say, hey, what is there to do in this town? And they go, well, you got the Indy 500. And you're like, yeah, but that's like 6 months from now. And they're like, well, we're like 3 hours from Chicago. I'm like, that's not a thing to do. I didn't fly into O'Hare. I flew into Indianapolis. Like,
they've got the one bar with the shrimp cocktails. What's the one bar that they've got? You know the one I'm talking about?
St. Elmo's has the steaks
St.
and everything.
Elmo's.
There's Slippery Noodles, a pretty good blues bar you can go to.
Yeah, but I'm kosher. I don't do the shellfish, Dan, And no, I'm just fucking with you. But but Nick's, they got Sink the Bismarck at Nick's.
St. Elmo's is the
Bloomington,
place.
Indiana is a glorious college town.
It's a cool town.
Oh,
I gotta admit, but this is really depressing. Is what this is.
Well, I asked you about the game, and for some reason, you gave me all of your Bloomington material when I was just
That's
asking.
I blew the Bloomington.
No,
I'm not gonna have another chance at it.
But I was
Dan.
just asking you how you felt about what it is that you've seen so far.
What I've seen is it's a miracle that we're still in the game. And I'm excited that there's still a game going on. I'm really excited about this pizza with the hot honey and the pepperoni.
Oh, it's delish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I thought I made an entrance with the pizza and the touchdown.
You really did.
And I'm trying to deliver. Maybe I should leave and come back.
What an entrance! Let's try it again, shall we?
I'm gonna leave. I'm out.
They've got the ball at the 7
I'm
yard
out like
line.
a warm toe. I'm out of here.
All right, get. See if you can do that again. Conjure again, whatever it is that you conjured. Come in again with a pizza or something in a little bit
I like
here,
this.
and we'll go out to Juju in a second.
Jamel
here.
was saying that the same initials, that's the person that she doesn't like, Jim Jones. Remember Jim Jones?
That was the alum?
For sure. That
that was not the alum.
I know it is. I know.
Guess it.
I'm just
You can
joking.
guess
But
it.
Jim Jones, in fact, is in Indiana.
I did not know Jim Jones was.
I think he went there for a couple of years. I don't know that he earned a degree.
but that wasn't who I was referring to. But likewise,
50. You still can't make a call. Jim Jones or the other one?
I can make a call. Trust me, I can make one.
Do you assume, Jamel, that the country is rooting against Miami here just
605,
because
604,
Indiana is such a lovable story?
I do, because I think there's like sort of this infatuation with certain Midwest cities, because like even though Detroit is the Midwest, right? It's like Detroit is, Cleveland is, they're a bigger city, Chicago is, but there is a level of love, but it's not the same when they feel like it's a city that's like completely disregarded as being any kind of major city. So I think a lot of people are rooting for Indiana. They like the upset, the order, the establishment, the anarchy of it, like all those things. And even though Miami, I think they have just as much right to claim an underdog story, their history is not underdog. With the Indiana, like this is the best it's ever been. So I think people naturally kind of want to gravitate towards seeing something that they haven't seen before.
Great tackle there. Malaki breaks a lot of tackles, and so that was a great tackle. I'm also just stunned. I'm legitimately stunned by the amount of times Indiana defensive backs get a hand on the football. Like it's not like there are places to throw the football because Beck's been pretty accurate.
You're
and
right.
Their guys are just covered.
And on the other side, the pass rush of Miami is why they're in the game. They've heated up Fernando all day long.
Well, how many times, Jeremy, has Fernando Mendoza taken multiple sacks on a drive this season?
It's the second time all year, Dan.
Wow.
when they did that.
Oh, that's a block
block.
punt. Oh, my God.
6. Where's that hot honey pizza? Get it in here. Where's Tony for some dance?
Sweet Billy
Pot up.
boy.
Pot
Get
up.
Mike Ryan's dad in here. I want them bongos
I know
playing.
that's the opposite of what you want.
Give me something upbeat, Mike Ryan's dad. Bongo. Look at the Hoosiers.
A lot of us have special teams being the decider in this game, did we?
20 minutes away.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
They came close on the last one. They came close to blocking the last one. Thanks for nothing, Mike's dad.
There's Mark Cuban. More Cubans.
Jamel, thank you for stopping by. Ooh, did he miss it? Oh, it went through anyway? He hit the goalpost and it went through.
I think so.
That's the way we're doing it.
Kickers,
Jamel, always nice seeing you. Thank you for making the time. We appreciate it always.
I wanted to
All
know if
right,
Jamel-
love you guys. Thoughts and prayers, or whatever I'm supposed to say at this point.
That's brutal. Jeez. Ugh.
Boy, they're doing nothing. That's a gift from the special teams.
Let's go to Tony out at the, now I'm assuming, deader Flamingo than it was before. Yes.
He's Jim Morrison in the early days of the Doors. He can't face the crowd. Oh, there he is.
Tony, your thoughts right there. We've got, that's pretty crushing, I imagine.
Did you see that? Because your back was turned. I don't know if you saw, but they blocked it, and then they recovered it in the end zone. And now the Hoosiers are up 10 points on Miami.
Yeah, I saw
20
it.
minutes to go.
I saw it. You know what? I don't really like rugby-style Australian punters. There's too much time. They have to wind up. What happened to the original punter? You just catch the ball and you kick. How about that? Why are we running around trying to get an angle on a kick that's going to go 37 yards?
Punt.
Give me a break.
Punt.
I don't blame you for being upset. I don't think any of us had a blocked punt as the way that this one was going to swing.
Well, Miami fielding that punt from Indiana inside the 10-yard line was a bad decision.
Punt.
Yeah, and then you miss getting a first down by a single yard, and now you're going to have taken away here shortly the ability to get that Fletcher run because you're still running the ball.
Yep,
Like
and the
some-
Hoosiers are going to just run it and just spin the clock. Spin, clock, spin.
This is the stuff that Cignetti gets credit for, right? They just put up that's the 8th block punt that they've had the last 2 seasons. This is all the disciplined stuff that Cignetti gets all the credit for.
Over under 60% chance Mike says they were cheating.
This has been a turnover-free game. Like this is if something was going to decide it that was a sudden change or a sudden shift, I would have expected it to be some sort of bad field position turnover situation.
We need a mood boost right now, so I'm gonna bring back a little trivia for the YouTube chats.
423, 422.
What does Greg Cody need from you? It's going to be a fast one. You better get there.
It is going to be a fast one. The trivia questions are getting a little bit easier.
Yep.
Important
And
update,
it's
Davion Mitchell back in the starting lineup for the Miami Heat as they take on the Golden State Warriors.
Nice.
Did that game start yet?
Starting right now, Dan.
Oh, Jesus.
Defenseless
Big
receiver.
time play.
Where's the flag?
Oh, that was not anywhere close to that.
What was that? Oh,
I don't even know that he touched the human being.
Like a high hit.
That might have been straight up ball.
That was a giant hit.
Let me see this again.
Oh, nope.
I mean,
Shoulder gets the
no
ball
contact,
first,
huh,
least.
with the body,
Okay,
huh?
he gets him after he separates the ball. There you go.
That's perfect timing.
Yeah, that's good,
perfect.
that's good defense.
Well, but it is a defenseless receiver, but I can't call that.
That's
football.
she hit the ball first and he led with his shoulder.
That's football.
A few more inches up and he gets the helmet. Game of inches, am I right, boys?
You are right. Like they were inches from getting a first down, and they were inches from not getting that punt blocked, and we were inches from not getting Tony's opinion on rugby style
Just
kickers.
a hot toe away.
18:30. 18:30 to go.
I love people writing support in the chat after 49 people have already written it. Like they're like, maybe I will be the fourth.
Why don't you play the drunken Greg Cody reference, slurring to your mother, his wife, that their fantasy league required some sort of rule that he needed support on.
And he was hammered, and the whole time my mom doesn't know that he's recording, and he's just saying,
I need your support. I need your support.
Am I right, boys? Hammered.
I need your support.
Big play.
That was a great play.
Let's go.
That was
All
a
right.
great play.
We're still in this,
That
boys.
was a great play.
Big play by
Carson
Beck.
Beck. That's the first time he's used his legs all
54,
game.
53.
The winner from that round was Human Kish 220. Salute, my brother. You got a candle coming your way. Next one, the next gift, you don't want to miss the next gift. I don't want to put no hints in the air, but who we sponsored by tonight, Chris Cody?
A bunch of people. We have Miller Lite, Never Miss Your Shot Golf, DraftKings.
There it is. I had to check and make sure. This beautiful, beautiful, brand new Miller Lite sweater, man. Tag still on it. Hold on, I'm going to pull the tag out for you to let you know. But next one, coming to you. Back to you, Dan.
That was a really great play by Carson Beck.
was.
Not just moving around in a pocket that was clean, but the throw he made, that was exceptionally accurate. And on C.J. Daniels was trying to use the referee to get away from the defensive back. Miami is now using the referees trying to get away from these defensive back that are Velcroing them.
It feels like the Hoosiers have, I wouldn't say dominated the game, but have had the edge here. But really, if you think about it, the Canes missed a field goal, and the Hoosiers got a block punt.
Malaki.
All right, here we go.
Malaki.
If they make that field goal and they don't get the block kick, obviously it's a tie game.
Miami's defense has played well enough to win the championship, and now they need the offense to bail them out.
Looking better in the second half, though. Feeling
That's not saying much.
That's true,
They
but
looked like that. They were historically bad in that first quarter.
but it's saying something. It's not saying much, but
Well, but
you know, step in the right direction, if I will.
If you'd offered Cristobal the chance in the fourth quarter to wear them down in a one-score game, he would take that. So you need to score a touchdown here and make the fourth quarter a one-score game where you're wearing down their defense a little bit because you can still run the ball. A field goal's fine here, but they kind of need to score a touchdown. I think that goes without saying.
Let me remind the people as the third quarter comes to an end that this quarter in the Cheap Seats live stream is brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours.
And a reminder to everyone watching this, we'll go to you in a second here, Juju, to please support the people who support us. They make all of this
17,
possible.
16, 15.
Yes, sir. My dog Zippy by Day from YouTube says, is this thing on? Can we please get more Jeremy? Jeremy, the folks are clamoring for you, my boy.
Thanks, folks. Fourth quarter.
Oh,
It is the fourth quarter.
I do think that Dominique had this right. We really should do this after
Mind everybody,
after every quarter. I don't feel it's fair to the other three quarters that the fourth quarter is getting all of the attention, all of the fame. I imagine the other three quarters are jealous of the fourth quarter for being the only one that anyone celebrates with four fingers. Let's check in with Lucy live from Hard Rock Stadium.
Dan, the fourth quarter starts now. Four's up.
She gets it.
That didn't seem live. The time.
Those lights are hot, Dan. They're really bright.
How many more Lucy live hits do we have here before we shut it down for the night? Because this promises to be a fun fourth quarter. This is going to be tense. How are you feeling, Damashek, about the present situation here? Because
hold on, quick. Let's go right back out to Lucy. She's ready for another hit.
After that play, the Miami fans, they were so excited. Back to you.
She's right.
I mean,
that last play, the last several plays, in fact, have me feeling nervous.
She got it exactly right. Before we start this fourth quarter, we've got Jonathan Zaslow is out at the stadium. Zaslow is only allowed to join us by phone because of all of the restrictions that they have on the rights to the game. Zaslow, what are your thoughts so far?
Oh, my God. I'm so I might throw up this fourth quarter. I might puke. I'm so nervous. It is so on, Dan.
Do it.
I thought it was looking terrible, and then Mark Fletcher was your boy, and now Malachi Tony is your boy. Let's punch this in. Come on.
Throw up.
No, I don't want to throw. Throwing up's one of the worst things you could do. I'd be so embarrassed if everybody saw me throw up.
Are you in the press box? Would you be throwing up in the press box? Where are you?
No, I'm watching the game from like the platform where Game Day, does their show. But they got up because their halftime's over. So I watch from the platform. I'm a man of the people. I don't watch with those stuffy a-holes in the press box. No, I watch on the platform where I'm amongst my people. I got to be able to feel the game, Dan. I want to feel it.
Tony's dancing right now.
Did you see the Bobrovsky fight?
I saw a quick highlight. I bookmarked it real quick. I can't pay attention to that right now, but because I bookmarked it, I'll be able to go back and watch it after the Canes game.
It's a good
Could be a
plan.
great cherry on top of your night.
You're really organized. What has surprised you so far in this game, Zaz?
That there was cheating. I mean, 3 times I counted pass interference, and the referees don't call it, and then they're calling bullshit against the Canes. So I was a little bit surprised that in plain sight that there's cheating.
Why would they do that?
This is a huge play here. The Hurricanes have failed twice on 3rd and short situations.
Oh, I know what happened. I won't spoil it for you.
Oh, you're ahead of us. Okay, yeah, nice.
Well, I am at the game.
11,
I am here.
10 on the play clock.
Oh,
let's go!
That was easy, man. That was easy. That was an easy one right there.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, no,
I just walked out. He's back. He's back, baby.
I'm sorry.
Here comes Poppy.
Here goes Poppy to play the drum.
There you
He did it again.
Zaslow is going to throw up in this fourth quarter.
Sorry, did I miss anything? I was just...
Let's go out to Tony at Dead Flamingo. Tony is with Lewis at Dead Flamingo. Let's check in with him as the place goes crazy over there. It would have been nice if that Indiana extra point had hit the goalpost and not gone in. Let's check in with Tony. What do you got, Tony?
There's a hurricane warning here, Dano. Hey, let's spin it around. Let's spin it around. Let's show the people. Spin it around. Here we go. Let's go.
Dancing.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 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 Cazuela para todo mundo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, 3 points, Dan. 3 points. That's all we need right now. Got to play the field goal game. If they score a field goal here, we can win it with the touchdown. Carson Beck. Let's go. Canes fans are hyped, baby. Let's go. I love this place. And we got Trick Daddy in the background.
Turn that part down.
Yeah, turn that down. We don't want to get pinged on that. We'd like to keep our YouTube stream up without costing ourselves any money here. So this is exactly what you want if you're a sports fan, and Miami doesn't mind being in a. If you'd offered Cristobal a 1-score game in the fourth quarter at home, I think he would have taken that. It's not like Indiana is moving the ball at all.
Dan, we are so back. As the fourth quarter gets started, a reminder, In the Cheap Seats is brought to you by Never Miss Your Shot Golf, partnering with golf courses nationwide to record your shot on signature par 3s, delivering a keepsake video and a live stream for the whole world to see. Submit your favorite golf course to bring Never Miss Your Golf Shot near you. Learn more at nevermissyourshotgolf.com.
You gathered yourself and you showed good confidence.
Slipped up once at the beginning.
That was a big arrow, though, man.
You gathered yourself.
Roy, you read it.
I was
okay.
I was proud of you for not continuing to sink into the morass of
I didn't
lost
feel all your
confidence.
eyes on me the whole time. Interesting.
I mean, when you say short, I mean, you know.
Heat lead 15-12 with 6:34 to go in the first quarter. Warriors timeout.
Why that voice?
Because he knows no one's interested in what he's saying. Like he he's just leaking confidence. In fact, let me see if I can find.
Oh,
this
boy. All right. Listen, it's been fun, but it's time to get serious.
Minor penalty, 2 minutes for leaking confidence.
Zaz is still there.
14:51, 50, 49.
Zaz, I've been surprised by a handful of things in this game. Miami's first half inability to run the ball, Indiana covering Miami's receivers this well, but also Fernando Mendoza doing next to nothing.
He's throwing up.
Yeah, he must be throwing up. We'll get him back.
You're surprised.
Fernando's got to make a play here.
He hasn't done anything with his legs either.
No. There's a big play. That's been the one semi-consistent thing the Hoosiers have done on offense.
Look, Jamel has her black cause.
Eating toes.
Hot toe.
The running back's black.
I got you, Dan. I got
you.
you. I got you.
His name is
Yeah,
black.
I got you. Yeah,
His
yeah.
name is
Name. Back in Jersey.
Zaslow, what surprised you in this game?
I already told you that the cheating was so blatant.
In Miami, they're fixing.
Only call penalties on the
Oh,
games,
boy.
not Indiana? Come on. Come.
That was close, Fernando. Be careful. Cuidado.
Come on.
Cuidado indeed.
Darn it.
I will
almost
tell you
threw an
that-
INT.
Go ahead, Zaz.
The atmosphere here is pretty awesome.
A lot of Indiana fans, they said, huh?
Yeah, probably 60-40, I
There
would
you
say,
go.
in favor of Indiana. Probably 60-40, but I came fans loud. You know how we get. Come on.
Well, but it makes it not a home field advantage if it's 60-40.
No.
It ceases to be
No, it's-
any
yeah.
kind of home field advantage.
Where's this been?
Yeah, it's not home field advantage. It's not.
Real quick trivia, YouTube. This brand spanking new Miller Lite shirt with the collar on it. Who is the most recent Zaz MVP of the day? Fourth right answer in the chat. Miller Lite shirt. Back to you guys.
Damashek, the thing, I've said a number of things have surprised me here, but Mendoza not throwing the ball down the field at all.
Right. Well, they've
got no
really
time.
they're insistent on trying to make it happen, and finally they quick passed them there, and hopefully that's the way they go here.
Well, but I got to think though that you can now, if you're, I don't know if you're risk averse.
They were doing it there.
If you're risk averse, Miami, but I would think that Miami's corners are gonna start jumping routes. Like you're gonna start pressing the line of scrimmage if they don't have time to throw the ball down the field and aren't even trying to do it.
Monster
Yeah,
play.
the run game is that. Well, I guess we know what's about to happen here on third down.
Come on.
So you did
Is
you
Zaz tipping plays?
Yeah, well, he said this is
No,
a
I think
monster
he's
play,
rooting
but-
for the monster play.
Well, it's third down. It's 3rd and 5, and I don't think he's
11:59,
so
58,
far ahead of us that
57.
the third down's already.
I
been
imagine it's
played.
about to happen for him, the third down play.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely ahead of you because, I'm here. Okay.
I feel like that's a good thing. I'm excited.
I don't think it's good for the Hoosiers.
So
No.
what? Are they going to go for it?
Scaring
on
the hell
fourth
out of me
down?
right now.
Are they going to go down? Or they're not going to kick a field goal for there.
Based off his reaction.
Ambiguous.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Incompletion. Yes.
Okay. So they're going to go for it here or punt?
No, you kick a.
I don't think they go
No,
for
it's
it.
too long a field goal.
You guys want to know? Do you want to know?
Yes. Go ahead and tell
Why
us.
would you spoil it?
They're going to go for it.
Oh.
Do not react.
Don't tip it, Zaz.
No penalties.
55 yarder.
flux capacitor
No
anymore.
penalties.
Davion Mitchell for 3, 21-15 Heat.
I think we already know what's going on. Zaz, it's enough. You're ruining
Zaz,
it.
stop it.
They wussed out. They wussed out.
Okay. Can only take so much more of these spoilers. But
So, Zaz, what are you surprised by in the game so far?
If I really had to think about it, I'm surprised at cheating. They're just so blatant about it.
Are they being subtle about it?
No, I wish they would. At least
all
try
the
and
world
hide it
to
a
see.
little bit.
Like a hot toe.
So wait a minute. Let's think about game situation here, and let's analyze this for a second. If you're Indiana, last time you pinned them back, you blocked a punt. It's not like they're going to go 90 yards on you running the football. They're not going to. If you're Indiana, you don't try and coffin corner them here. You don't play Signetti football.
Signetti likes to keep his foot on the gas, but trying a field goal here is not wise.
You can't. No, it can't be a field goal. It's a 60-yard field goal. It's a 55-yard field goal. You're not going to trust. You're not going to trust a college kicker in this spot with a 55-yard field goal, are you?
I mean, I would have as much faith in that as them going for it on 4th and 5 on a throw, given the lack of success.
Oh, it's Dale. It's Dale. Uptown Dale's here.
Hey.
Hey, Dale.
Downtown.
I think he could take that right toe and kick it right through the uprights.
Let's talk a second about the game situation here. So you've got 4th and 5, okay? You're on, I think, the 37 or 38-yard line of Miami, correct? Do I have that right?
I think 37, I believe.
All right, so it's a
54.
54-yard field goal is what you can try, or you can try and punt and play field position.
He's a good kicker, but I think you just have to punt it, right?
I don't know.
Field goals.
I would not. You kick a field goal and you're just putting yourself up 6. A touchdown still beats
37 is 2 pass completions away from a tie game if your fat kicker makes it.
I think the Secret Service should just give Mike Ryan another pat down. That's what I think.
Let's go out to Tony at Dead Flamingo. What do you do here, Tony, if you're Indiana? You got 4th and 5 and you got a 54-yard field goal attempt. You can go for it, or you can punt and try and pin Miami deep.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dan, I think the right play is to go for it. You've been able to move the ball on quick screens and quick passes. The corners have been playing very soft. So right now, if I was the offensive coordinator, I'd go for it and put my you-know-whats on the table and say, all right, you're going to have to beat us by stopping us on 4th down. So I'm unfortunately thinking that they're going to go for it, and they're trying to draw up the best play they have for a 4th and 5.
The best play is get Miami to commit a penalty.
Yep. Offsides, pass interference.
What's that, Zaz?
You guys want to know if they're going for it?
They're going for it.
They are.
Pot him down now.
They are going for it.
Really, kill his mic.
Are they cheating, Zaz?
I'm kind of with Jeremy here. Let's pod
I don't want to
Zaz
hear
down
Zaz.
for a second. Zaz, we'll be right back with you.
Yeah, you got to turn him down. I don't want him ruining this for us. So this is a bit of a giant play.
Oh my God.
Look,
Let's all just
just a
imagine
bit.
Mike Ryan right now.
Don't be surprised if they take a shot.
No penalties. There's that back.
Oh
my God! What a catch!
No!
Dan, you called
It's
that.
the first time with that back shoulder throw. I've been scared of it all game. It's the first time it's actually worked for them.
See, Tony, that was a good idea. That's teamwork.
Wow.
It's a great
what
play.
a grab.
He was a complete non-factor until Surratt was hurt for the Penn State game and has made big play after big play, spectacular ones ever since.
49, 10:48.
Ben, but don't break here. Let's go.
10:46.
Hold them to a field goal. We're fine.
By the way, giant balls on Signetti going for that and trusting his quarterback and trusting the Heisman Trophy winner to go to what has been their best offensive play all season, correct?
Exactly, right. Not trying to get 5.5 either. Letting Fernando make the throw that he's made best, as you say.
Zaz, your thoughts on everything that happened there?
I mean, it was a great throw and a great catch. What do you want me to say? Come on, get a stop here.
He knows something's about to happen. That spooks me. I don't like how cool he was.
Yeah, that was. I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good.
Believe me, I'm not cool. I'm plenty nervous here.
Big third down
The winner of the Middle Light. The winner of the Middle Light shirt is Kyle DLABAY.
952, 51, 50, 49.
No one in Indiana is going to be comfortable with just a field goal here.
Woo, okay, that's how it's done.
All right, damn it. Okay,
Enough of this.
What are we doing?
Get him
off the phone. Whose fault is it?
But I'm happy.
Goodbye,
Turn his
Zaslow.
mic to
That's
ridiculous.
But yes. Everything, Zaslow, get out of
What
here.
a happy spoiler alert.
Get him away.
All right, bye, Zaz.
He won't go for it again, will it? He won't go for it again, will he?
No. Now he'll take the 3, right?
Oh, man.
That
was never open.
The back shoulder throw that Mendoza converted there is the first accurate deep ball of any kind that Indiana has had in this game. Signetti is calling a timeout. Those are going to be valuable late. And he's calling a timeout. No, he's thinking about it. You don't call a timeout here unless you're thinking about it. You're thinking
absolutely, but bad game management either way. That now they're down to 1 timeout in a 3.
He's not happy. I don't know if that was a timing issue. He seems frustrated to have to call that timeout.
How can you tell?
What do you mean? He was
he always looks like that.
He was just yelling at a bunch of people.
He's one facial expression.
How he's chewing that
out
gum.
there playing like a bunch of Jags, dude. Put the game away. Fernando, what are you doing? You missed that throw, dude. Come on now.
I think they might go for it here.
I think they might too. Now
I think they're going to do it.
Because you
Yeah,
got
look like he got a.
I don't
you look like
mind
he
them
got a-
leaving them down there.
Go ahead, Juju. You were saying?
They look like you got a briefcase full of loose leaf papers, bruh.
Yeah.
If put it on the poll at Le Batard Show, does Signetti look like he's got a briefcase full of loose leaf paper? He's going to go for it here because he doesn't mind leaving them there, and he's got the Heisman Trophy winner, and he's gonna dance with what brung him. Did he pull him back now?
Nope, they're going.
This is ballsy as hell, man. No penalties.
I love it. Don't we all have to? You have to admire
Yeah,
this.
this is
It's a
good
little
shit.
kooky, but still.
This is good shit.
National title on the line.
I'll let you know in a few
Foot
seconds.
on the gas.
This is good shit. Oh, they circled Bain. Oh, his
Love it.
QB
No,
draw.
yeah, got it. Get in there, Fernando.
Oh, my God.
Get in there, Fernando.
That's one of the
Heisman.
greatest
That's a Heisman
championship
winner.
game plays I've ever
that was
seen.
insane.
Yeah. First
That
time.
might
What
be.
a
that
call
is his
and what a
play.
run.
That is his play of the season. If that ends up being the difference in the title, that's bigger than the Penn State throw.
First time.
What a nails run!
First time he used his legs all game. Does he have a rush in this game? Does he have a rush in this game?
Yeah, I think he had like 2 before this.
What a play by Fernando. Nails! Taking the shot at the 4 and taking it into the end zone.
2 4th and 5 conversions. That's
Good for
badass.
Coach Sig, man.
That's badass. That's
Yep,
badass.
it really is.
It's a national
Fernando,
championship winning team.
for both Signetti and Mendoza. Mendoza makes a perfect throw on the back shoulder throw and then has that run where he doesn't only get the first down but breaks the tackle and dives in for the touchdown. And the guts on both of those play calls, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, and that photograph, by the way, the still of him in the air as he dives into the end zone is going to be an all-timer.
Mike's dad
if
smiling from
Indiana
ear to
wins
ear.
this game. Yeah,
It's like a bright line hitting that delivery robot. Just beautiful.
We
Holy
should
shit,
take
that was crazy.
What is that? What kind of commentary is that? You couldn't keep your politics out of the damn live stream?
It's a bright line. It was politics have to do with it. I just hope Mike Ryan's getting patted down again by the Secret Service.
Heat lead 30-26, minute and 6 to go in the first quarter. Jimmy Butler headed to the line.
I think most teams, if they were
How are the Florida
if they were a
Panthers
heavy
doing?
most
lost
teams
4-1.
I know, but did you see that fight?
Yes,
Did you see Bobrovsky go straight down the ice?
Yeah.
most
Come on.
teams that go up 10 that are heavily favored, number 1 in the nation, you take on a posture of let's not blow it now. Let's just
Pasternak.
hold on, run the clock out. For them in that spot to go for it twice on 4th and 5 is nails. That's something to like.
Sensational.
If you're an objective sports fan, football fan, that's something to love, right?
Sensational. Looks like a national championship winning football team.
Yep. Fernando.
More trivia questions back for the YouTube chat. When the Florida Panthers won the championship, the cup, the next morning we had to work. We had a lot of work to do the next morning. Where did Chris Cody rather be? Fourth correct answer in the chat. Got a surprise for you.
What a great day that was. Let's go out to Tony.
You know, I've sipped from the Stanley Cup. You know, Iron City beer.
That is.
I've literally had Iron City beer, Roy.
I'm a back-to-back champion. Yet to touch the thing.
Yeah.
Tony.
I picked it up over my head. I did some of this.
We like Miller Lite around here.
Tony, how you doing out there? What's the scene like?
That's a local beer. No challenge. Oh, Tony.
All right, there it
Dance,
is.
Man.
I can't just have that music playing, so I'm going to have you down until you start talking.
That seems like a perfect punctuation on a fairy tale story of Fernando Mendoza being able to score a touchdown after breaking 6 tackles, going across and having the photo finish. A Heisman Trophy winner, a national champion, a first overall pick. Only 5 guys in history to do that, and it felt like that was the moment that it just happened. So, yeah, they're still playing Knuck If You Buck here, and people are dancing. So, you know.
That was a really great answer as a drive from Indiana. 2 fourth-down conversions. Miami's just come down and scored to put the fear of God in you, and you go down the field like that against a defense that you haven't been able to move the ball against all night.
And you said it right. What was going through my head there is 3 is fine, but as a 6-point margin, it just sets up for heartbreak on the Hoosier side. I mean, really, some balls to go for it on 4th. The second one, even bigger balls, right? I mean, you take the 3 in that spot.
I feel like it's easier in the second spot because if you don't get it, then it's like they at least are deep.
But I mean, a 50-plus field goal, you're setting the other team up if you miss it, and I can make a case for going for it there. I think, even the guys who are known for having their foot on the gas, I think very few of them go for it in that spot. That was borderline unadvisable.
2 4th and 5s, right? It's not 4th and 2. It's not 4th and 1. It's almost a clear passing down. You're telling a great pass rush, we are going to throw the football, and you fool him because you didn't throw the football, and he ran right up the middle. Earlier in the game they had that draw play, but that is as an answer. As far as answers go, Indiana in that situation, responding to that Miami drive with that going down the entirety of the field, that is something that can take a team's soul. Like that's I'd like to see what it is. Now Miami's pinned inside their 10-yard line again. They've got to go the length of the field. There's not much of a chance of them doing that quickly, right? Like they've done it once with the Fletcher run, but it's going to take them a while to get down the field. They're not going to do it with a deep pass. They haven't had any of those in this game.
Well, the other
for that last question
goes here, but the other thing is too that from the Miami side they've got to be sick because Fernando a yard deep past the line of scrimmage. If you freeze it right there, it looks like he ain't getting it. They hit him 3 yards before he crossed the first down.
You were saying, Juju?
The winner for the last question, Hurricane Grad 09. You got a candle coming your way. Back to you guys.
Warriors lead 36-34 at the end of the first quarter. And fun matchup between Andrew Wiggins and Jimmy Butler. Butler with 13 points in the first quarter. Wiggins with 11. So the guys who were traded for each other. Wiggins got a tribute video to start the game.
What?
Thank you.
He's a champion.
He was the 4th best player on that team.
He mattered.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Does the
All
4th best player on a team deserve a video tribute when he returns? That's so much time he's got. Jesus.
I mean, I look like he threw it to a guy who was covered.
Been a lot of hand fighting on both sides of this game without a lot of calls.
I think we should remember that it's been 23 years since the Miami Hurricanes played for a national championship, and it's extraordinary that we're even at the dance. is now the time
Well,
to do this.
this season's a success no matter what.
Extraordinary.
Oh,
Oh,
we're already here.
Amazing. Amazing.
Already.
Nothing to hang your head about.
I don't want to
trying
hear.
to win a
I don't want to
game
hear
here,
from the
man.
Notre Dame fans right now.
Man,
But
crazy
I mean,
to not win a national
really
championship when
really
your team has an
amazing. It's been
opportunity.
an amazing season. I think
Couldn't
we
be
should
us, right,
appreciate
Dan
that.
Lachey?
Miami can't lose tonight. This is a winning game for Miami any which way. Not necessarily the University of Miami or the Miami Hurricanes, but Miami as a community, as a city, as a place, as
here
an
we
idea.
go.
Deep shot.
Oh.
Oh, catch.
Oh.
And we're back. Robbed. We're back.
Nope.
Incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Okay, never mind. We're not back. We were almost back. So close to being back.
Does Marion have a catch in this game?
Got like one catch.
Tricked me.
He had a catch right now.
Yeah, 1 for 6.
Or on second thought, maybe not even close.
This feels like the season here.
Yeah, they're not going to give you the ball back with more than 4 minutes.
And false start.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn it.
No good options here if you're the Canes if they don't make it here. Kind of have
You
to
think?
go for it up. Well, I mean, no, I mean, what are you going to do?
No, you got.
You're
Three
going to have to
timeouts.
punt it away.
You're not going to go for it if it's
No,
fourth
I
and
know, but
15, fourth and short.
right, but you
maybe.
can assume that they're going to spin the clock real good and leave you with 4 minutes to go to get 2 scores.
They have all 3 timeouts. A rare instance of Mario Cristobal managing all of that. Well, they usually don't have 3. Well, they just don't. They usually
A little
don't.
jab at Mario.
They usually don't have 3
Wow.
timeouts in this situation. They usually use a few of them.
Wow.
Oh,
What a catch.
My
What a
God.
play.
Someone was
47, 46, 45.
Somebody was actually open.
Still has 3 timeouts.
I think that's the second time all game where he's had a pass where it's like, okay, that guy was open. Okay, that's the third time.
All right.
Malaki!
Yak! We got some yak!
The third time. Hold on to
Malaki.
the rock.
Malaki.
And he's had time to throw all game.
Malaki.
He's had time to throw all season. No, he just has. He gets to play a different game with a different pocket than most quarterbacks I've watched play football this year.
If the Canes come back and do this thing, Billy Corbin, you got to get my big brother one of them sweet hurricane jackets you got on, brother.
I borrowed this from my favorite uncle,
Oh, yeah?
Uncle Luke.
Yep.
Well, I got you, big bro.
It's a good jacket. Oh, dear God.
Close.
Oh, dear God.
Ooh. Wow.
Now I wouldn't mind hearing from Zaz. That was horrible, though.
Wow.
Quick pressure trivia for the YouTube audience. What school did Mike Ryan Ruiz go to? College.
Carrollton. Did I win?
You, sir, are a jackal.
Oh! Big run! Oh, touchdown!
We are back! We are back! How many timeouts, Dan? 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts.
Hey, Gabe,
Oh, here
3
comes
timeouts,
Gonzo.
baby.
Here comes
Play those
Gonzo.
bongos, Poppy!
All the timeouts.
Hey, the bongos.
Let's go, Poppy!
Boy, Bobby.
2 minutes and 41 seconds down that field, man.
That's a hell of a drive.
I said they couldn't do that quickly.
We are back.
They had
91 yards.
outside of the Fletcher play, they had their longest plays all on that drive.
Worrisome.
Guy looks nervous over there.
Tony,
Damashek.
how we living?
You know what's playing Trick Daddy in the background? Canes are not out, baby.
It's unlicensed.
With a little pure gasoline.
Stop saying
With a
what
little
songs
pure
are
gasoline
playing.
down. I'm not saying anything. I said Trick Daddy, baby. Let's go. Take it to the house. Let's go. Malachi Tony, baby. Baby Jesus. You know how we do. Dave Damashek, what do you got to say?
Oh, you know, in 1979, there was a guy with a bicycle.
He's run out of material. How Lewis gets his big chance to do fake Damashek. He's been dying for airtime around here for 5 years, and every time I go to him, he's just, the only joke he's got. It was 1969, and I had 2 popsicles.
To be honest, that's a great setup. It's a great setup
Yes,
for a joke.
I agree.
Damashek talking
I
about
agree
whatever.
that the year is good. I need.
Try again. One more time, at least one more time.
Milwaukee.
To the stage. We gotta go quick.
Let's go.
To the stage. Where are you?
Are you in a strip club?
Hey.
Turn around.
Turn around.
No, don't turn.
Turn around. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
So.
Is that guy wearing an NFL sweater?
Well, I thought we were about to see something crazy.
Let's go.
So I just got done mentioning what an amazing answer that was of a drive on Indiana. The flip side of that is Miami doing that in less than 3 minutes and still having its timeouts
so quickly,
and can now put the pressure on Indiana if they can get a stop or a sack or none of these penalties. Now, I don't know what happened on that drive to the Indiana defense that has been smothering, that all of a sudden they are tired.
When you know they're going to pass there.
Well, I don't know what happened, right? But all of a sudden, everything gets loosened up in the fourth quarter because this is a tiring game. I think people underestimate the amount of emotional drain that there is in the entirety of the day for these guys, like where it is their legs go because they didn't sleep the night before, because the whole day is something where they've got more nerves than they've ever had before. That was weird to see Miami go down the field that way when Indiana's defensive backs have had a hand on almost every ball that Beck has thrown. It was also weird to have Beck have that much time he was not hassled one time on that drive with anything that resembled a pressure.
Did Miami go no huddle on that?
Yes, they sped it all up. Yeah, they sped it all up.
Malachi Tony, we mentioned, had 4 catches for 16 yards earlier. He's had 5 catches for 99 yards since, including 3 for 71 and a touchdown on that drive alone.
Let's check in live with Lucy at the stadium.
Dan, they're doing cocaine in the stands.
People are excited after that touchdown.
So this is going to set up to be an amazing.
Boy, it kind of felt like it was getting pretty close to done, right?
Yeah.
Now Fernando's got to do it again. I'm saying Fernando, as he left the field, thought up 10. We're in real good shape.
I got my moment with the full extension. Oof. I love this.
And Miami, it has been a struggle for them, but 21 points in the second half.
They moved the ball in the second half.
Yeah, the Hoosiers ought to be a little scared right now, obviously. The Canes have moved it on them.
Also, I had the unfortunate timing of asking the question right before the touchdown, and the chat went nuts, so I couldn't scroll all the way back up. So the winner of this round goes to Mike O.A.N. Yere 5705. And also, I think I may have made a mistake as well for the last time, because these chats are scrolling so fast. So just because of that, Felix207, you get a candle too, my big dog. Send me a DM. I got you, bro.
Let's put Tony up in the picture-in-picture just so that people can see him stressing out, because he's dying a little bit here with everything that's happening. And
6:32, 6:31, 6:30.
So now this whole thing gets maximum pressurized. What a wonderful college football season coming down the final few moments.
I am sweating.
Great title game, at least.
Yeah, for sure. It is terrifying. Overtime, anyone? Overtime?
You know what I'm in.
You got a extra point that hit the goalpost and went in. You got a Miami field goal that hit the goalpost and didn't go in. And
I mean, the difference in the game is the blocked punt.
Yeah. This is a giant third down.
Here
right
we go.
here.
3rd and 5.
5:43, 42, 41, 40.
Oh, I love it. Look at the nerves everywhere.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. This is what it's about, man.
Back shoulder throw, Damashek.
Mm-hmm. Huge difference in
Come
how
on,
the next 5 goes if
5:15,
they can convert this one.
5:14.
Fernando's going to run.
Wow.
Clever little play to get Surratt or to get him that open, Cooper that wide open is something.
It's ridiculous. That's what it is.
Yeah, that they the defense, Miami's defense had no idea to stay with him. Like no one was following Cooper. Yeah, no one went with him, and that play was going to him the entire time.
It looked like they were looking at Mendoza the entire time.
You can cut the tension with the
435, 34, 33.
Tension cutting utensil.
Tony and Lewis have some pots and pans.
They're too nervous to hold them.
YouTube chat. I'm not too nervous to ask you guys a question. What food that did Tony order that was oddly shaped last week?
It was a dead flamingo.
Four
Mendoza.
minutes, Fernando. 4 minutes.
For glory.
Ooh.
Big tackle for loss. Big tackle for loss. Let's go.
TFL.
3rd and 6 here. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. Let's go.
The Byzantine Empire.
So if you get a stop here,
Yeah, you make
got,
positive.
You
You
got
ju-
Beck with 7 years of experience, and he's got to go the length of the. He's got to get in the field goal range. So
Let's go the length, Dan.
Heat down 2 with just under 7 minutes to go. Gary Payton in the booth with Eric Reed and John Crotty.
Who?
The glove.
Love.
Jinx.
It's the 4th guest we've had in the last week.
No penalties.
310,
See, I'm trying to get that answer.
309, 308, 307.
Uh-oh. You
Wow.
gotta be effing essing,
Wow.
bruh.
Great ball, but
could
what
tell
a
in the
play
air,
by
man.
the kid.
What a play.
Fernando got it, man.
Not taking timeouts yet. Clock's running. 2:46, 2:45.
And one.
Still got all those timeouts.
Now they're in field goal range. Should be like a 48-yarder from here. Ugh.
I mean, these are big. These are.
That was a massive throw.
Wow.
I mean, that's
This
the
has
play.
been an unbelievable game.
That is the play, Damashek, that they've been using all season.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Spin, clock, spin.
That's messed up. The winner from the last round is Mo Dougie. 5'9", 5'8". Hit my DM. Back to you guys.
The real winner tonight is Columbus High School. Sorry. Too soon.
See, this is why Mike don't like you, bruh. Right here.
Mike is getting probed right now by the Secret Service. It's fine.
Oh, my
No, that one again.
So you're gonna have to use all 3 timeouts. You're fortunate that they got the first down there, and it's not second. And one.
It's exactly what I was looking for to see if his foot went out before.
So Miami will use all 3 timeouts. Indiana will kick a field goal, and then Miami's going to have to go the length of the field with no timeouts in less than 2 minutes.
Think Mendoza's going to go to live tonight?
He's probably going to Vendome.
No. That boy going to Bible study
Too soon?
tonight if he win.
The DJ will play all the Kanye he wants.
He's hanging out with Jesus, Juju. That's what he's gonna do.
Exactly. Watch night service. I got one more trivia question, too. It's the last and most hard trivia question, and it's for the glory. It's for the big guy. It's for the last remaining gift that I have, a Miami jersey. Could be national champions. Stay tuned. The last question. It's very hard, though, now. What show did I recently say, hee-haw, 3, 2? Back to you guys.
That's a tough one. It's the wrong show.
It is.
That's what.
Now I feel like I know the answer.
52-47 with 6:21 to go in the Heat game. Jimmy Butler leads all scorers with 13, but Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins each have 11.
The rules have changed a little bit, though, haven't they, Dan? That if you run the ball 3 times and you give it back to them with 145 and you're up 6, that's a ton of time.
It is a ton of time, but Miami just scored very quickly, and it did take them 2 minutes and 50 seconds to do it the way they just did it. No timeouts. You got to go the length of the field. It is plenty of time, and certainly if Miami does it the way that they did it in the last drive, but the way the rest of the game is gone, I don't have confidence that their DBs aren't going to smother Miami's receivers. The only time they haven't is on that last drive.
And for what it's worth, there is no play call that should surprise the U at this point, right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with some play action on first down. See if you can end the game.
You don't.
I don't think they will, but I'm just saying that it's available in a way that it wouldn't be against anyone else.
I would assume they'll go 2 run plays and then throw the ball. I would assume that they will throw. They'll trust their quarterback to not turn the ball over. What's the stat on Mendoza? I believe it's 22 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in the red zone this season. Like, it's not like you think he's going to make a mistake.
Well, that's the
here.
virtue of a guy who can run, who can functionally run, like Fernando is. Get him on the edge and put some pressure on the defense on second down. Eat the ball if there's nothing there, but if you can throw it, and put the game away, then do it.
Yeah, this game feels like me playing dominoes with Poppy right now. That's what it feels like. But anything can happen in a dominoes game. Anything can happen.
What can't happen here is Indiana turning the ball over. They never turn the ball over in this situation. Like, it would go.
Oh, look who's trying to jinx something here.
It goes against everything that Signetti is. Look at him, a fountain of joy. That guy.
Dude, we're 2 minutes away from being number 1. There you go.
Now there's your 2nd and 1. Well, now you're proper bleeped.
Now, yeah.
Now you're proper bleeped because even if they don't get the first down.
Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball now, Fernando.
If they get the first down, the game's over.
Right. I wouldn't even make an exchange. I would literally have Fernando run it. At least the next 2 plays. You have to make 1 yard, and it's over.
The game is over with a conversion here. That is a crushing run. You knew they were going to run, and they got 9 yards on you when you knew they were going to run.
Before we get any crushing news, I want to lift up one lucky listener tonight who will win this jersey. The winner is Philip Armentrout, 5411. The correct answer was pluribus. Get that show out of here. Back to you.
This guy.
Nobody, including Indiana University fans, knew who Charlie Becker was 2 months ago. It's wild, the number of big plays that guy's made.
I mean, you've got 3 receivers now. I thought, like, early in the season, I thought Surratt, I mean, that's a pro. I thought that's all you had at receiver.
Take care of the ball.
Damashek is right that you just have him run the ball himself. Don't even hand it off.
Okay.
Is that a false start?
Oh, my God.
Really?
Okay. What in hell?
Oh, my God.
They're human.
How could that happen?
Are you kidding me?
Sheesh.
Are you shitting me?
I hear that, Juju. Yep. That's what
Delay
that is.
again? Oh, no.
Are you shitting me? False start?
Yikes.
Yep.
What a monster penalty.
Whew. 1:56 left in the game. I mean,
yikes!
51,
Unbelievable.
timeout.
The game
Mario
was
got an
just
idea.
about
It's called
over.
timeout.
It was over. It was over.
He listened.
It was over.
20 inches
Good
from
timeout
being
there by
over.
Mario. Good timeout.
2nd and 1, you could sneak the ball.
Do you run it here, make them use the timeout, or do you try to get it?
I throw with Mendoza and try to finish the game with my Heisman Trophy winner. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to run. If they're expecting run, if they're trying to sell out to make sure that they don't convert it on a run, roll your quarterback out. They run 25% run pass option.
How you get a procedure penalty there, I don't know.
It's
But
crazy.
Fernando is not going to throw a pick and all. Knock on whatever. But he's not going to.
You don't have to knock on wood. Just say it.
I mean, he just doesn't do that.
Just
in the
roll.
red zone.
Just move him. Move him out of the pocket. Let him. Apply some pressure to the defense. Make a defender make a choice on Fernando's legs.
Let's check in with Tony here at the Dead Flamingo. See, look at that. That's just blanket fear. Is it quiet over there? Are people dancing to Bad Bunny, or they're not dancing, Tony?
Doesn't seem like he's listening to us. I don't see his 2 earpieces seem to be not in his ears.
Okay, he's just scared. He's just, all right, we'll just televise his fear.
10 seconds left on the play clock.
No penalties.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They take the timeout. All right, we got no timeouts left. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, you said it, Damashek. Minute 40. It's an eternity.
So last time in this situation, he went for it on 4th and 5. He went for it on 4th and 5 because he wasn't
You can't do
satisfied
that
with he wasn't satisfied with a 6-point lead.
Dare him.
Hey, by that standard though, Dan, what's different now?
You've got the Heisman Trophy winner. You've got the Heisman Trophy winner. You win the game with a first down conversion, 1 pass from your Heisman Trophy winner. 1 penalty wins you the game.
Oh, what are they doing?
Man, but
It's
you go
4th
from
and
a
4.
You go from a field.
Yeah, they're
goal
walking off.
game-
I see 15 walking off. They're kicking it.
Yeah. Huh. Ironically, 15.
I see
The
15
kicker's
on the
15?
field.
That's, I know they do the defense. That's stupid. The kicker needs to have his own number.
Jeremy, did you
Yeah,
see?
I like
you saw
that.
Chris
Great
Cody's
take.
reaction when he saw the kicker.
That's it. Yep.
That's the thing.
That's
to
it.
me,
Yep.
I want the Heisman Trophy winner. If I'm on offense, there.
That's the fake.
Miami fans are relieved right now that the kicker's on the field because they
totally
don't
right.
lose 1 play later, and super interesting.
Nope.
Carson Beck, baby. Let's see
All right,
it.
you need a
All
touchdown.
right,
$4
there you
million
go.
man.
man.
This would be unreal.
This is it. Whole
You said
season.
it.
Whole fairy tale. Right here, right now.
They were a yard from finishing the game, if not for the most disciplined team in the sport. The most disciplined team in the entire sport with that godforsaken false start penalty, a pre-snap penalty.
I know you guys want the U to win, but that would be
How do you know?
heartbreak-
What-
that
what-
would
what-
that would be
what gave you-
heartbreaking for that kid if they lose on a procedure call.
Woof.
He'll remember
Interception.
it the
Like
rest
that
of his
kid
life.
with a false
I'm a
start.
Bills fan.
Yes.
I don't
Interception's
do
coming.
that.
He'll never let it go. Ever.
Did Roy just whisper an interception's coming up?
That
Yeah,
was
that's how it usually
That was
works,
a whisper.
man.
You screamed
Why
it.
did you do that?
Because
Well,
that's
Dan
how it
already
usually
did the
works, Dan.
reverse
Because
jinx
it,
on the
sound,
other
it
side.
sounds so right. I hate it.
No timeouts, length of the field. It is a lot of time, but that last drive that Miami had was it went against everything else that was happening in the game. All of a sudden, you had receivers running open down the field. Like
At least
that-
we have a lot of timeouts.
Hey, I can't have that.
Is the
What's up,
penalty
guys?
box open?
Go ahead, Tony. What do you got?
Why would Roy say that? Why on earth
Exactly.
would Roy say that?
I don't know. It's evil.
No,
would
he's
Roy
doing
say
the
that?
reverse jinx
It's
I think-
borderline evil.
No, that's no. Okay, listen. You guys are a little bit ahead of us. I'm taking out my headphones. You guys can put me in picture to see what happens on a delay. I'm sick right now. I don't even want to talk. I'm done. This is a big drive. This is a big drive. This is a big drive.
Is
This
it?
a big
Okay.
drive. This is a big drive.
Put it on
Good
the poll.
analysis.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Is it good analysis that Tony just said this is a big drive?
That boy Ray Lewis looking,
Ray
like,
looking
a
like a
sharp Tom. Right. Remember Tom with his homeboys when they went to jump Jerry? That's the outfit they had on.
Yes. All right, let's go, Carson. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Delay of
0.
game.
Delay of game.
That's it.
Delay of game.
by like 6 seconds. He didn't realize
What
it.
the hell was that?
That's a good patient start to the drive.
As long as we don't make
Super
stupid
poised.
mistakes, we got this in the
Mario
bag.
doing the
Easy,
sign for it,
Dan.
was hoping for a reset.
Super poised there. Come out.
Easy, Dan. Remember, we're trying to get you back in the streets.
Definitely no criticism of Mario Cristobal's team late in the game. That's for sure.
It's a minute
Right.
42 left. You have to work quickly, all drive, delay of game to start the drive.
But that's on Carson. That's not on Mario. I know it's all under his, I know.
Come on, Roy. Come on, Roy. Be right.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Woof.
Josh Allen, you are
$4
not.
million toss.
I mean, it's better
Tried
that
to pull
he
that
didn't
Josh
catch
Allen.
that. It's
Yeah.
better. It's better that that's an incompletion. You don't want that to be completed and run 20 seconds off the clock and get 5 yards. It's a good play by Carson Beck.
Yep. That was a good hole.
This is terrifying.
Big drive.
Big drive
Just glad
indeed.
the season isn't on the line.
Snap.
Oh,
Please. Yes.
He got it.
Flag, baby. We need the flag.
Let's go.
Big flag.
Big flag. Come on,
big
man.
Flag. Big flag.
concussion protocol?
Who's the backup?
No.
Emory Williams?
He's woozy.
They're not going to take him out of this game.
I don't want to say it, but Indiana, in these big moments, last couple minutes, a lot of penalties.
Oh, that sack is brought to you by Brightline.
That's weak.
Okay.
Keep your politics out of this.
Actually brought to you by Never Miss Your Shot Golf.
Never miss your shot. Golf.
Pluribus.
Oh, Damashek's pacing. He's officially pacing.
Let's go.
Do you think that Zaz still thinks that the refs are cheating?
At least we got some timeouts.
Don't spike it. Just go up there and use the...
124, 23, 22, 21.
Oh, what a catch. Oh, wow.
Keep it moving. Let's go.
Let's go. Tony,
Unless you
man.
don't want that catch.
3 yards short, though.
Milwaukee.
66 Heat, 70 Warriors. Headed to the
105,
halftime.
104,
Yeah, Dan, you want to tweet
103, 102.
Get out of bounds.
Get him down. Yep.
Oh, he's in. Damn
It's
it.
first down, though. First down stops the clock.
Come on now.
Holy
Come on, Fernando.
What do you mean, Fernando? He's got nothing to do with
I'm just
anything.
saying, make the prayer.
He's got...
Talk to the big man now.
Fernando's got nothing to do with what's happening anymore.
Timeout.
Talk to the big man.
Everybody send up some deflection prayers.
Are you asking Fernando to reach God for you? Is that what you were just
I think
asking
they have a
for?
direct line. I think they've proven as much,
It's
right?
like Damashek and I can't do it.
You think God caused that roughing the passer?
Tony, how we feeling? Oh, and the earpieces come out right as I say that. All right.
He's just holding his head. This is the best. This is the best that sports does right here.
You know,
so great.
Prefer to be on the other side of it, but this is fun.
No, it's fun. It's fun. The fear is what makes it fun.
Yep. To answer your question, though, Dan, yes, the Lord did call that pass roughing the passer. He sat right up there and called that one.
Amen.
I don't think any of us will ever forget Roy saying that there was going to be an interception by Carson Beck on this drive. You haven't said that much during this live stream. What an odd thing for you to choose to say.
I forgot already. Thank you for reminding me.
Miami will not forget, Roy.
Mike will never forgive you if it's
It's called reverse psychology, man. Jeez.
Come on,
Look at the
Carson.
got
Come on,
Sam
Carson.
Barcelli.
15 seconds on the play clock. 14, 13.
Oh! Oh!
No.
Oh, my God.
See?
Woo! The Indiana Hoosiers are the national champions of college football. I'm sorry to the U fans.
One more before you get going, Dave.
Unbelievable.
One last check-in, Dave, with Lucy.
Carson Beck threw an interception.
All right, back to you, Dave.
Hit them bongos,
Yeah,
Mike
yell at Lucy
Ryan's
about that.
dad. If I were Mike
The
Ryan's
Hoosiers!
dad's son, I would be real
flipping
sick.
champs!
Woo! Unbelievable.
Can't believe Roy did that.
And I mean unbelievable. Roy is off the hook. He just said what a lot of people were thinking, including some of you who didn't want him to voice that out loud. Let's not let it take away from the accomplishment. Tony, very quickly. How say you?
Somebody
Tony?
grab Roy.
Chin
Somebody
up,
grab
fella.
Roy.
What an effort.
Tony,
what a rally.
Roy's fault, right? Yep. All right, Roy's fault.
What a rally, Tony.
What?
21 points in the second half. Remarkable stuff. Great effort.
Of all the things to say,
I know.
You say that.
I know.
You say that. You say that. You say that.
What's the crowd like, Tony?
It's.
Hey, look at Roy. Gone, too.
All right. Good work over there, guys.
This is brutal.
Man.
Woo! I cannot believe what I am looking at right now. Do you believe in miracles? Now I do. This miracle, officially, in my mind at least, is greater than the 1980 U.S. men's Olympic team vanquishing the Soviet Union. This is crazier stuff, more unpredictable than anything I've seen, without hyperbole, in my life as a sports fan. Where does it rank? Well, let's see if we can figure that out.
Real quick before you do, I want to thank Miller Lite, Never Miss Your Shot Golf, and DraftKings. We love you long time.
I've been a Hoosiers fan for many decades now, and I'm thrilled for my pals who are in the stadium and spread all over Football America rejoicing. Decades and decades. Who could have ever imagined something like this happening? Coach Signetti, for somebody from Pittsburgh, this makes it an extra thrill for me. Coach Sig, the prodigal son. Well, I wish he were. Wish he could go back and coach the Pittsburgh Steelers as his next act, but I will take this. I don't know what next year looks like. People who study the NIL portal say that the Hoosiers may well be even better next year than they were this year. That's hard to imagine because I think you can make a case at least that this is the greatest college football team for one season that we've ever seen. And to the cynics, I will say this. They beat Oregon by double digits twice. Oregon lost to no other football teams this football season. They destroyed iconic Alabama in the iconic Rose Bowl. They beat Ohio State, the number one team in the land up to that point, also unblemished until they faced the Indiana Hoosiers in the Big Ten championship. And for the cherry on top, they beat Miami in Miami to claim a national championship, not in basketball, in football. I'm over the moon. I don't have any ability to okay, well, I feel that Keith Smart's shot in 1987 against Syracuse was great, but I wasn't an Indiana University student at that point, so it didn't mean anything to me. This is the greatest moment in Indiana Hoosiers sports history. Now, can I extend that in my own life to one of the greatest things I've ever seen in sports?